Greetings and welcome to Game Night, a Mythos Mystery Society show brought to you by Schmuckies. Schmuckies! It's the heart of the cards! Tonight we're playing the big one, the one that started the Mythos Mystery Society, our favorite game of all time, Arkham Horror the card game, specifically the Edge of the Earth expansion. As a quick reminder, Game Night is not a tutorial series. If you'd like to learn how to play any of the games you see tonight, there will be links in the descriptions to people who can play and explain the game better than I could. We might sometimes flub the rules, but this is a series more so to show you people having fun with the board game, and if you enjoy what you see, you might want to buy the game yourself and give it a go. Something evil stirs in Arkham, and only you can stop it. Blurring the traditional lines between role-playing and card game experiences, Arkham Horror the card game is a living card game of Lovecraftian mystery, monsters, and madness. No matter what compels you, no matter what haunts you, you'll find both your strengths and weaknesses reflected in your custom deck of cards, and these cards will be your resources as you work with your friends to unravel the world's most terrifying mysteries. Each of your adventures in Arkham Horror the card game carries you deeper into the mystery. You'll find cultists and foul rituals. You'll find haunted houses and strange creatures. And you may find signs of the Ancient Ones straining against the barriers to our world. Our players tonight include myself, Dave, Ty, and Chris. When I say that this is the game that started the Mythos Mystery Society, I'm not joking. We didn't film it, however, at the end of our first Dunwich horror campaign, we pretended that the characters had all joined together to form a Mythos Mystery Society and even named the group at that point. So this really is the game that started everything. Now, this is a story-based campaign, and we are going to be spoiling the first chapter of Edge of the Earth, so if you wish to play it yourself, you may want to skip this video. Arkham Horror the card game is a story-based card game, and with that means that there's some reading and some story narration before the game actually starts. However, in Edge of the Earth, the first chapter has a lot of reading in it, so if you'd like to skip the story part and head straight to the game, head to the time code at the bottom of the screen. Will our crew of investigators survive their adventure in the Arctic? Find out now. And we are live! Welcome to the Mythos Mystery Society Prevents. This isn't happening! The Arkham Horror Adventure Hour, brought to you by Schmuckies. Schmuckies will swallow your soul. Did we already do that one? Probably. We are playing the granddaddy that started the Mythos Mystery Society in the first place, which is Arkham Horror the card game. We're specifically playing their newest campaign, which is the Edge of the Earth, which is based on the Mountains of Madness. With that, we can go around and introduce ourselves and read off our characters' flavor text and backstory if we want.
Oh, yeah.
I guess, Ty, if you want to go first, because you are technically the first one on the left.
I am Ty. You can find me Baller and Brawler on Twitter. I am playing Mark Harrigan, the soldier. He burned down the entire... Oh, no, I'm going to read the character first, then I'll read the quote. There were plenty who returned from the war broken in body or spirit, but Mark Harrigan and witnessed horrors he could not explain. His beloved Sophie believed him when he wrote her about the things he saw. Not the men killing other men, but the other things. The creatures. When he came home and went to visit her, he found the reason she believed him. She had one of the creatures inside of her, eating her from the inside out.
Ew.
As he watched in helpless horror, she faded away into the air, screaming as the thing finished its meal. Now everyone thinks Mark Harrigan is crazy. Maybe he's finally lost it after all, but he knows the monsters are real. He will not rest until every last one is dead.
Damn.
Favorite fixes: he'd burn the entire town down if necessary, but he wouldn't let those creatures take anyone else.
Okay. And you're a Guardian class?
I'm a Guardian class, yeah.
Alrighty, then I am playing as Norman Withers, which is a character I've played as before. He's the astronomer. I played as him in the, what was the name of that campaign? The Dream Eaters? Mm-hmm. I'm playing as his Edge of the Earth version, which is the only thing that's different about it is my unique cards. But, Norman Withers, the stars hold many secrets, and Norman was never one to ignore mystery. So when 6 stars vanished from the sky, he simply couldn't let it go. Not even when his colleagues told him he was just imagining things. It took him years and the near death of his career, but he eventually found his answers in an ancient tome that described the stars and the sequence in which they would vanish, down to the very date and time. It was a sign, the book said, of the end of everything. It was the harbinger of a great beast that would tear asunder all that man had wrought. Norman isn't sure what he can do to stop the beast from destroying the world, but if the stars hold the answer, then he will find it. Also something about falling into a weird dream world and finding a bunch of talking cats, and there was a pirate ship on the moon or some shit. It was a fucked up... the 70s were a better time. The 1870s, if you will. And I'll go ahead, Chris.
Hello, my name is Chris. First off, I'd like to let you know I'm eating these.
No!
Tonight. These M&M Cookie Blast. Do you see these? They're Cookie Crunch or Crunchy Cookie M&Ms. Let me save you the trouble. They're not worth it.
No.
They're very disappointing. So they're not worth it. And that's all I have to say. Back to you.
Who are you playing as?
I'll be playing Monterey Jack the Archaeologist, who is a rogue for now.
Alrighty.
Young Jack traveled the world with his father's archaeological expeditions. Now a globe-trotting treasure hunter and an accomplished archaeologist in his own right, Monterey follows his father's footsteps, securing the treasures and ancient civilizations and lost cultures. But after discovering a silver pendant with a familiar symbol on it, Monterey must explore his own path. Years ago, his father was found murdered with the very same sigil carved in his forehead. The image has haunted Monterey's dreams ever since, but he's getting closer. He won't stop until he solves the mystery of his father's death, no matter what it takes. Unless he smells cheese.
Perfect.
And if you were curious if Monterey Jack was a joke or not, nope, that is really that character's name, and he is really in this game. He looks like this. Oh, actually, speaking of which, I could show everybody what everybody looks like. This is Monterey Jack.
Before he joins the Rescue Rangers.
Yeah.
Before he turned into a mouse.
Before he has the mouse surgery. And this is Mark Harrigan. This is Norman Withers. Who looks like a young man wearing a beard. Like,
yeah, he looks way better than the other art style.
Yeah, the other art style looks way cooler, but I'm using this deck this time. Alright, and with that, I think we can begin the prologue. I am forced into speech because men of science have refused to follow my advice without knowing why. It is altogether against my will that I tell my reasons for opposing this contemplated invasion of the Antarctic, and with its vast fossil hunt and its wholesale boring and melting of the ancient ice cap, I am the more reluctant because of my warning may be in vain. Doubt of the real facts, as I must reveal them, is inevitable. Yet, if I suppressed what will seem extravagant and incredible, there would be nothing left. H.P. Lovecraft at the Mountains of Madness.
Madness!
Mountain! Prologue 1. You understand now, yes? Why this expedition must be stopped? Professor William Dyer sits across from you at his office desk. A wealth of academic papers and scientific journals lies sprawled between you, including Dyer's own lengthy account of his journey to the Antarctic. Up until the publication of this revised report, the alleged truth, the university's last expedition to the Antarctica, yielded very little in the way of scientific discoveries. At Dyer's request, you read through this new report of what really happened beyond those mountains of madness, as he had dubbed them. You scarcely would have believed any of it were it not for the bevy of photographs and drawings that came along with it. Evidence of mangled, dissected bodies, of perplexing five-pointed snow graves, of strange specimens found half buried in the ice, and, finally, aerial shots of the jagged black peats described in Dyer's tale. Dyer has called on you to help convince his colleagues to abandon their planned follow-up expedition. His student, Danforth, the only other member of the expedition to reach the alien stone city described in Dyer's report, paces back and forth by the entrance to Dyer's office, muttering nonsensically to himself while you consider their strange tale. You're still unsure what to make of all of this. On the other hand, Dyer's concern seems genuine, and his account is filled with such detail and specificity that you find it difficult to doubt its authenticity. And yet, there's no way it could all be true. An ancient city in the ice, built by primordial beings, so-called elder things. How could such things be real? Danforth mumbles something about a nameless black pit as you place Dyer's report back on his desk. The professor gazes at you with sleepless, bloodshot eyes. Well, Dyer asks, will you help us stop this madness? Will you make them see reason? The lead investigator must decide. Choose one. First of all, we have to choose one of us to be the lead investigator. Who's he talking to right now?
It's gotta be Monterey Jack.
It's gotta be Monterey Jack.
Gotta be Monterey Jack. Only one that makes sense.
Okay, Chris, so your two choices. You have to choose one. I believe you, but if what you say is true, should we not investigate these findings further? Or, I'm sorry, but this seems too wild to be true. Do you believe him or not, essentially, is what you're... It'd be funny if... I'm sorry, but this seems too wild to be true. Skip to the ending. You just don't play the game. No, there's a different prologue depending on which one you pick.
I'm trying to think of his Monterey's backstory.
Yeah, is Monterey a guy that is skeptical, or does he think there's something out there?
I think he's got to think there's something out there with the sigil and stuff.
Yeah,
on his father's forehead, right?
So he probably believes him then.
Who believes him?
All right, skip to prologue 2, or proceed to prologue 2. Dyer lets out an anxious breath and relents. I suppose I might have said the same thing once, but now, after what I've seen... Oh yeah, so you specifically said you believe him, but if what you say is true, shouldn't we investigate it further? And he says, I suppose I might have said the same thing once, but now, after what I've seen... A shudder courses through the man's aging body. You are venturing somewhere where humanity does not belong. I am starting to believe that scholars such as ourselves can only continue to probe the depths of science for so long before we are laid low by what we find. Or by what finds us, Danforth chimes from behind. Dyer glances at his student, studying his expression, then turns his attention back to you. If you go on this journey with Dr. Kensler, a lot of you may never return. Will you not reconsider? You explain that while there is surely significant danger in your expedition, Dr. Amy Kensler, the scientist leading the new trek to Antarctica, has taken precautions to ensure that it does not meet the same end as Dyer's. More importantly, it is the only way to understand the threats they encountered, and the only way to prepare if such threats are unearthed by other, less cautious scientists. Yes, I confess I had the same worry, he replies. We are unlikely to convince the greater scientific community, I'm afraid. Perhaps it would be better to return and learn more about what we saw. Danforth nods. I agree. How do we know what we saw is anything more than the overactive imaginings of two explorers with a queer fascination for the bizarre and macabre of Arthur Gordon Pym's ill-fated journeys? Dyer's eyes narrow at his student. The knowledge reflected in his dark eyes chills you to your core. You say such things, and yet I dare say you did not see what I saw. The student scoffs. You're not the one who glimpsed that mirage at the end of the mountainside. I am not referring to the mirage, Danforth. I'm referring to what I saw in you, Dyer retorts. The things you said on that aeroplane, the look on your face I'll never forget. Silence pervades the room as Danforth returns to the corner and languishes in his own doubt. Dyer pleads with you. Whatever the case may be, is there nothing I can say to deter you? You ponder for a brief moment, then shake your head. There is too much at stake, especially if Dyer's account turns out to be true. All right then, Dyer concludes with a sigh. Since you lot have no clue what you're getting into, I suppose we have no choice but to come too. You can tell Dr. Kensler that she wins. We will be ready to leave within the week. You shake his hand and make for the door. I hope for all our sakes that Danforth is right. He adds before you are out of earshot. In your campaign log, record the investigators convinced Dyer to allow the expedition. So let me do that really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think something bad happened.
Sounds like it.
Investigators convinced Dyer to allow the expedition. So I guess this is like a sequel to The Mountains of Madness, which I have not read.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Which
Well,
I
we
think is a
played it.
fun way to go into this, because we have a guy telling us a whole bunch of shit happened, and we're just like, yeah, but we didn't... we don't know about it. And it
Well,
says,
it's awesome.
add-
It's like,
Oh.
when you think of the board game, like, and the strange things you said, I just thought of, like, moments of us playing the board game together, and, like, you just screaming whenever anyone said resource.
yeah, that was the prequel to this, was The Mountains. And Brian talking in a weird voice all night because the card told him he had to. Okay, we
My
have to
favorite was
add...
him not being allowed to sit at the table. He had to be 15 feet away from the table at all times.
Yeah.
What a great game.
I don't know if that could be played over Tabletop Simulator. It might be able to. We could try it. I mean, we played 5 Minute Dungeon at that, and I think it was fine. So I had to add a cultist to the the token bag.
Gotcha.
For that choice. And it says, skip to Prologue 4. Alrighty. You peer up at the overcast sky, hoping it does not forebode things to come. Only a sliver of sunlight peeks through the clouds. You shudder and pull your coat closed over your shoulders, then continue onward, to the edge of the Boston Harbor dock. Gather each of the cards from the Expedition Team encounter set as you read the rest of the prologue, and each member of the Expedition Team is introduced. Find the story asset that the encounter set that matches their name and acquaint yourself with their card. So they're up here.
Okay.
This is cool, so we get to like actually know these characters. That's pretty neat. So, okay, I'll find them as
Makes
they
it
come
harder. Makes it harder to let them die, though.
Yep. Well, that's the thing. So there is a thing called partners in this deck, which is this expedition team. If you get them on your team and they die, they're dead forever. So it's like a permadeath thing. So it says, standing in front of the plankway leading up to the dock is Theodasia of the Theodesia, which is the name of our boat, I guess, is Dr. Amy Kensler, a professor of biology at Miskatonic University. The no-nonsense scientist has been a fixture of the university's sciences department for over a decade. Without so much as peering up from her clipboard, she crosses your name as you approach. Good of you to make it on time. Mr. Ellsworth here will take your luggage aboard. So Dr. Amy Kensler has that voice. Forever now. Where is she? There she is. Okay, so here's her card. Whoop. Dr. Amy Kensler. Her flavor text is, oh, this is so fascinating. Don't you agree? Okay. Oh, I will I? The man standing next to her replies with a chuckle. He offers you his hand in introduction. You shake it. Roald Ellsworth, at your service. Which is... Roald Ellsworth. This guy. I've been all over the world. Please just trust me. No. That's Roald. Okay. By way of introductions, Dr. Kensler explains Mr. Ellsworth has been on over a dozen expeditions and comes highly recommended. I'm sure his expertise will be invaluable in the weeks to come. Ellsworth rolls his eyes. His expertise, yes? Okay, it's still her. No, his expertise, yes, and his willingness to be used as manual labor! He adds with a chuckle as he hefts your luggage and takes it up the plankway. Come on, Ellsworth, shouts another voice from inside the ship, all of them sounding the same. A gruff-looking man with a thick brown beard emerges, motioning for Ellsworth to hurry. We got a ton of work to get done before we embark! A little busy, Cookie.
This bloke sounds like me.
Ellsworth shouts back in reply. Then he turns back to you and remarks over his shoulder, "Do not mind him. Cookie's a bit of an intense fellow, but he is all right." "The name's Fredericks," the gruff man barks back. "James Fredericks! I swear sometimes I think I'm the only one who's ready for this damned trip," he mutters angrily. "And didn't you ever tell you it's bad luck to name a ship after someone who died at sea?" So, what was this guy's name? James Fredericks? James Cookie Fredericks. Look at him. Dubious choice. "No, I ain't leaving my damn gun back at camp." Another voice calls down from the deck of the ship. "Cookie, if you could be so kind as to lower your voice, some of us are trying to work up here." Man responds with a grunt and ducks back inside the ship, rolling his eyes. You crane your head upward and see a young woman leaning over the railing. That's a woman, whoops. Leaning over the railing of the ship's deck, her long brown hair tied in a thick ponytail that dangles around her neck. "Hey, you made it!" she calls out to you. "Dr. Kensler is pretty excited that you're coming along. Looking forward to working with you." Without looking up from her clipboard, Dr. Kensler mumbles, "Mrs. Takado Hiroko is our aeroplane mechanic. As with the previous expedition, we will be constructing our planes on site. No need to worry. She may be one of the youngest in her field, but she knows what she's doing." It's this one. Oop. There she is. Look at her building a plane right then and there.
She's jacked.
"Nobody knows these machines better than I do." I don't think she's jacked. I think that's just a very woolly coat. There we go. Okay. More of the crew begin to arrive one by one. The first man in his 30s with a wispy blonde beard and bright green eyes. "Mr. Avery Claypool." Dr. Kensler introduces you to the man, and the two of you shake hands. "Mr. Claypool is an associate of Mr. Ellsworth's. He will be serving as our guide in the Antarctic." Claypool? This guy. Doop. Avery Claypool. "Weather's turning foul again. I would tell you to turn back, but I gather you would refuse, right?"
Actually, no, we're
I guess he's all about weather because the first thing he says is, "Weather permitting," Claypool jokes. "Honestly, we will be lucky if we can even get off the ice shelf. I am confident with your skills that we will make it as far as Dyer and Lake did." One of these days, we'll play the game. Oh my god.
Long intro.
Yeah, I know. "That's what I'm afraid of," Claypool mutters, walking briskly past Kensler and up the plankway. On his way up, he passes Ellsworth, and the two freeze, locking eyes. You could swear that the temperature lowers several degrees as the two brush by one another without a single word. Ooh, drama. "They're usually on better terms," Dr. Kensler says under her breath. "But they recently fell into issue or another. They had better learn to live with their differences. They will be unable to avoid one another for quite some time, after all." You watch as Claypool's gaze wanders back to Ellsworth for just a fraction of a second before he turns away angrily and enters the ship. The next to arrive is a woman with a warm brown skin and wary eyes. Along with her luggage, she carries a rather large, bright red medical kit emblazoned with a white cross. The medic, of course. She extends her hand, and you cannot help but notice the nervous tremble in Dr. Kensler's hand as she shakes it. "Thank you for joining us on this voyage, Mala." "Oh, Amy."
Oh, someone's in love.
Yes, somebody has to keep you alive. She replies. There's a moment of awkward silence as Dr. Kensler glares up at the woman, then down at her feet, her cheeks tinged red. "Right, well then," she remarks, and continues up the walkway. "I think they got bit by the cootie bug." Dr. Kensler clears her throat, and she is once she is out of earshot. Dr. Mala Sinha, which is this one. "Want to survive this trip? Good, then don't get on my bad side." Ooh. She's nasty.
Really spice on that.
Dr. Kensler clears her throat once she is out of earshot. "Dr. Malasina is our physician," she explains. "It took some convincing to get her to join us, so try not to abuse her expertise with inconsequential problems. Frostbite will be very real concern, as will gangrene and hypothermia. Try to stay on her good side. If you're you're unsure if Dr. Kensler is joking. And those are absolutely going to be treachery cards that we pull when we a man's voice pierces the sudden silence along with the clamor of a dog barking. On you! Damn it! On you! Don't run off like that! He shouts. That will be Mr. Avishek. I just read what I wanted there. Ashevek. Dr. Kensler says, scratching off another name from her list moments later. You watch as a large gray furred dog bounds towards you, its tongue hanging out of its mouth in excitement. You lean over and pet the dog, running your hand along her thick, long fur. The man finally catches up to the dog, huffing with effort. On you! Come on! I thought I trained you better than this, he says, catching his breath. Elia Ashevek is our dog handler. That's this guy.
There are a lot of characters to remember.
There are so many, and most of them might die. He is our dog handler, Dr. Kensler interjects. He is in charge of taking care of the 44 sledge dogs we are bringing along with us, not to mention their feeding and training. On you here makes 45.
Sledge dogs.
That's a lot of sledge. It says sledge. It definitely says sledge. On you here makes 45, he corrects her before turning to shake your hand. Also, we'll be holed up in this ship for a while, so let's drop the formalities. It's just Elia. It's just fine. As the man and his enormous dog board the ship, you ask Dr. Kensler if she received the letter you sent regarding Professor Dyer's concerns. I am well aware of his report, Dr. Kensler replies, but as I have told him time and time again, I have no intention of ceasing or postponing this expedition. Just then, footsteps approach behind you, interrupting your conversation. He's right behind me, isn't he? No, speak of the devil. Dr. Kensler mutters, looking up from her clipboard. You turn to find none other than Professor William Dyer and his student Danforth, each toting several bags of luggage. I'm glad you finally decided to join us, William. And that's the last two characters thing. God, they're so
Thank God.
There's Professor William Dyer. He looks exactly how I pictured him in my head without having seen this card. That's kind of funny. Then here's Danforth.
Oh, Danforth.
He's concerned. He's brilliant, but he is also concerned. Amy, he acknowledges, I am not here because I believe in your mission statement. I am here to make sure you and your companions do not get themselves killed. You have no idea what you are walking into. Then you will have ample enough opportunity to educate us along the way. She turns to address young Danforth, who is staring up at the tanker ship with a pained expression. Danforth, I hope you understand that you are under no obligation to come along on this expedition. After everything you went through, she trails off, her eyebrows raised in worry, atypical of her usually cold demeanor. I appreciate your concern, Dr. Kensler, but I am looking forward to the opportunity to return to Antarctica. I need to be there again. He's gonna fucking betray us.
Yeah.
She follows his gaze to the Theodosia, which bobs steadily up and down on the choppy Atlantic waters. Very well, we are still working to get all of our equipment aboard. Mr. Ellsworth can help you find your rooms. You nod and begin boarding along with the remaining crew and the rest of the expedition team. Mostly students of the university, along with several unaffiliated explorers. And is that, dare I say, Dr. Milan Christopher?
Your expedition, yeah.
I want to die in the cold.
Several researchers in a variety of fields. Once more you spy the scant sliver of sunlight above before it is smothered by gray clouds. These 9 characters will be your partners throughout this campaign. Their various talents will be crucial in the scenarios to come. However, if you wish for this expedition to be successful, it is imperative that you keep them healthy and sane. In the expedition team section of the campaign log, you can view the status of each member of the expedition team. As they are injured or begin to question their sanity, update the campaign log accordingly. You will be instructed when to do so. As each team member is killed or driven insane, cross them off the list one by one. Okay, you assume the worst, I guess. And it says, when you are ready to begin... They're all gonna die. When you are ready to begin the campaign, proceed to Scenario 1, Ice and Death. I guess we're ready to begin after this short... Oh my god, there's so much more to read. Is this a whole... Oh boy, okay. Scenario 1, Ice and Death. It has been a long 8 weeks since you left Boston, and not without its toil. The Theodesia followed much of the same route as its predecessors, the Arkham and the Miskatonic, first sailing southward along East Coast and through the Panama Canal, before venturing forward the Antarctic Circle. As the weather grew steadily colder, icebergs became more and more of a problem for the ship to navigate, but with the crew's expertise and the logs of the previous captains who made the same journey, you make a good time. Soon enough, you spy the mist-covered peaks of Mounts Erebus and Terror ahead, marking the site of Ross Island, near the ice shelf that will serve as the expedition's landing spot. As you approach the coast, Dr. Kensler and the rest of the team meet aboard the deck of the Theodesia to discuss your plans. We'll use the same breeches buoy system as before to unload the supplies onto the ice shelf, she explains. Mr. Fredericks, Mr. Ellsworth, and Mr. Claypool, you'll be taking one of our smaller boats to the shelf to find us a landing zone. Miss Takata, once we have camp up and running, those aeroplanes are your first priority. Mr. Ashavek, I expect those sledges to help move supplies from the landing to camp. As soon as we reach the ice shelf, there's going to be a lot of work to be done in a short time. I don't want to have to wrangle 36 dogs on top of all of that, so get them in order. Elia rolls his eyes and idly pets Anu, who sits diligently by his side. Yes, Mom. Professor Dyer speaks up. I suspect the lack of ice melting and boring equipment means we aren't taking any mineral samples? Samples?
There's a lot of reading.
He asks rhetorically. Yeah, no, don't worry, there's more to come. Professor Dyer speaks up. I suspect the lack of ice melt. I already read that. Dr. Kensler shakes her head. No need, although if we happen to find a suitable piece, we might as well claim it. That said, our mission is solely to corroborate the findings you made with Danforth, and to bring back more evidence of this ancient species, these elder things as you dub them. A living specimen would be ideal, of course, such a strange and alien beast trapped in ice throughout the ages. It would be like discovering a live woolly mammoth, I imagine. He balks back. A living specimen? You do know these things killed several of Lake's men, right? And how do you propose we capture one exactly? She blinks. Well, you're the expert, William. You tell me. Dyer walks off, shaking his head and muttering angrily. I knew this was a bad idea. I'm glad you waited all the way until we got to Antarctica to say that out loud, though.
Imagine flying to Antarctica in, like, the 20s.
Yeah. So it was awful. Like a year. Yeah. All right, you have your assignments. We will reach land within the hour. Be ready. Dr. Kensler says, dismissing the meeting. Before she can go below deck, you approach and remark that you aren't sure what you should be doing just yet. Oh, there will be enough manual labor to go around, she replies, with a hint of a smirk. Proceed to Ice and Death Part 1! That we get to make choices now, though. Death. For a second, I was worried because I was just like, this is like 2 pages of stuff. This is choices to make, though.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Intro 1. After 2 weeks and many hours of hard work, the expedition is ready to make its first foray into the cold, dead continent of Antarctica. Miss Takata, along with 2 other mechanics, have fully assembled 3 aeroplanes along the flat ice shelf, the perfect place for takeoffs and landings. Your team congregates by the aeroplanes, along with several days' worth of camping equipment. The plan is to fly 2 of the planes over the vast, jagged peaks, taking aerial photographs of the stone city mentioned in Dyer's account. That is, if such a thing really exists. If we can find a safe landing zone, we will set up a temporary outpost, Dr. Kensler explains. Dyer, Danforth, Fredericks, and Claypool will stick around while the rest of us head back to the base camp. We can use the sledges to ferry supplies to and from the camps. Otherwise, we will simply scout out the area and head back to base camp. The team nods in agreement and begins boarding the planes. If Winifred Habermock is one of the investigators, who the fuck?
She's the one that has that works on.
She's the Guardian. The Guardian.
No, Winifred's the mechanic. I think the Rogue.
The Rogue. Oh, okay. Yeah,
the Rogue from the single set.
Was the Guardian the for the Rogue from the single set? Okay. So if
no, but not from this set. From like the single deck.
Yeah. If Winifred Habermock is one of the investigators in the campaign, proceed to intro 2. Otherwise, skip to intro 3. That's kind of cool. Yeah. That, it's like an optional DLC character. Okay, so we skip to intro 3. Buckle up, your pilot says. You climb into your seat and get ready for a flight. One at a time, the two planes take off from the ice shelf and soar into the opaque fog. The rough Antarctic winds and low visibility make for poor flying conditions, but nonetheless you venture through the beautiful and deceptive polar mirages, over miles of icy wastes and barren snowdrifts. Dr. Kensley peers out a window as you pass a magnificent view of distant mountains like vibrant, enchanted castles floating above the clouds. "They're beautiful," she remarks quietly. "These are nothing," Dyer begins. "Wait until you see the..." Then the storm hits. The winter winds are so sudden and fierce that they almost force you out of your seat. Both planes shunt to and fro in the horrid winds, and you hear several of the passengers shouting behind you. I hope you were all prepared for an audiobook of At Mountains of Madness by Dave Bruna. Okay. "What in the hell?" Frederick grunts. "We have to head back," Claypool shouts. "These winds will force us down if we keep going." "We're so close!" Dr. Kensler growls bitterly. "We don't have a choice," he yells, but it's too late. The plane lurches toward the ground and the pilot struggles in vain to regain control. All of the other passengers notice the dark shape in the sky at the same time you do. It is a massive shadow, like a curtain drawn across the mountains, or perhaps the tattered wings of an antediluvian behemoth. It scowls at you with dreadful hollow eyes, and it reaches out and proceed to intro 4. As you regain consciousness, intense pain sears through your blistering skin. Through the haze, you can barely hear muffled shouting outside of the burning husk of the airplane. Somebody grips your arm and pulls you from the wreckage and hurls you onto the soft snow. More shouts erupt all around you. "There's another! Quickly! Grab my hand!" You rise to your feet with a world of effort. Miraculously, you are only bruised and winded. Most of the other team members are similarly unharmed, except... oh shit. Gather the 9 story assets from the expedition team encounter set, shuffle them, and choose one of them at random. The chosen character was killed in the plane crash.
Oh, yes!
Wow!
And when that happens.
We just got to know them. There's the shuffling, and I'm gonna laugh if it's Dyer. And... oh, it's the guy who held the doggies!
Doggies are running wild now.
Oh, man.
Okay, I have to mark that he died.
I bet we really needed him.
Now we have 46 dogs just running around. Oh, he's the final one. Okay. Now we have dogs with no master. The chosen character was killed in the plane crash. In the expedition team section of the campaign log, cross off their name. Record in the campaign log, character's name was killed in the plane crash. Okay, I have to write that down too.
Makes sense.
Cool, though.
Yeah.
I dig it. Long intro, but I dig it.
Yeah, I'm glad someone fucking died.
Poor liar. Find and read the passage in the next column that corresponds to the character killed in the plane crash, and then proceed to set up. Okay. If Elia Ashevek was killed in the plane crash, Anu... oh, this is gonna be so fucking sad. Anu lays by Elia's side, nudging him over and over in vain attempt to get him to stop playing dead. The dog's whines are the only sound that any of you dare to make for some time. Finally, Takata sits down beside Anu and begins to run her gloved fingers through the dog's fur soothingly. "Come on, girl. We gotta get moving." "Oh, just leave the damn dog," said Cookie. The glares of the rest of the team quickly shut him up. It's several more minutes before Takata is able to coax Anu from Elia's body. Even as you trudge along the snow, the dog glances over her shoulder and whines, hoping that any second he'll stop playing dead and pretend to run up to catch up with you. Only once the body has faded into the opaque fog does the realization of his death set in for all of you. Oh my god.
What a guy to get killed immediately.
And now we finally proceed to set up. Investigator setup. Each investigator may choose one available member of the expedition team who is not crossed off to join them. Put the story asset for the chosen character into play in that investigator's play area. These story assets can be found in the expedition team encounter setup. So, Basically, we can choose if we want one of the expedition teams to be on our side, but we don't have to, is the thing. Because if they die forever. And I feel like if we were gonna do this in any scenario, the first one is probably the safest. Right?
Do they take up a slot? Do they take up a team member slot?
Yeah, I don't think so. Let me see. There's a whole section about partners. Partners. A partner cannot leave the play area unless it is defeated. Partner asset is damaged. No, because they are partners, not allies.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I guess we can choose one if we want. So what do we got here? Amy Kensler has 3 secrets. Spend an exhaustive secret. Investigate with a base skill. Oh, shit.
It's not too bad.
Well, with a base skill of what? Because
with a base skill of 5 of books. If you succeed, look at the top card of any investigator's deck or encounter deck. You may discard that card.
Huh.
Rolled. He has 5 supplies. He has a quick reaction, or a quick action, which is the fast action, right? That's the lightning bolt.
Yes.
During an investigator's turn, exhaust rolled Ellsworth to spend 1 supply. Choose a treachery attached to any location. Treat that treachery's text box as if it were blank until the end of this turn. That's pretty nice. Professor William Dyer, partner, uses 3 secrets. Oh, they are actually considered allies. It says ally Miskatonic. Huh.
They have a slot. They don't have a slot though.
Oh yeah, they don't have the character slot thing. Yeah. So, here's what Dyer does. He has 3 secrets. As an action, spend 1 secret and exhaust Professor William Dyer. Heal 2 horror from an investigator or another ally asset at your location. So he heals horror. Avery Claypool has 5 supplies. As an optional reaction, when an investigator at your location reveals a snow token during the skill test, which I guess is a thing, exhaust Avery Claypool and spend 1 supply. Cancel that token to reveal a new one. Nice. Danforth, he's got 5 secrets as an optional reaction. After an investigator at your location resolves a Tekilili weakness, which is a whole deck of its own thing over here. Exhaust Danforth and spend 1 secret. That investigator draws 2 cards. So if you get Tekilili secrets, then you get to pull cards for it. Takato has 9 resources. Exhaust Takato Hiroko. Move up to 3 resources from Takato to your resource pool, so you can get resources. It's an action to do so.
Oh gosh, that's not bad though.
Yeah. Malasina, spend an action, spend 1 supply, and exhaust Dr. Malasina. Heal 2 damage from an investigator. So she heals damage. Dyer heals sanity. And then Cookie. He's got ammo. As an action, spend 1 ammo and exhaust James Cookie Fredericks. He fights with a base skill of Fist of 5. If you succeed and the attacked enemy is non-elite, it cannot attack for the remainder of this round. So he's got a gun with like a stopping power thing. So, does anybody want any of these characters?
I would like to take either ideally the damage, but I will take the horror if someone else really wants one that heals damage.
I would take the money or the guy with the letting me move through space is easier.
That was the
Rolls.
Yeah.
I kind of want the money one actually though.
Was any of these about investigating?
Yeah, there was the first one you read.
Mm-hmm.
Spend 1 secret and investigate with a base skill of 5. If you succeed, look at the top. Yeah, I'll take I'll take Amy.
I'll take the damage one then.
The cookie, or
no, the one that
heals damage. Okay.
Which one is that?
Mala Sinha. And
I'll take the resource one.
You want the resource one, which is Takata?
Yep.
Okay, and then the rest of these go back. Don't fuck this up. So she has 9 resources. Let's just take.
So as an action, I could take as many as I want off of her?
It sounds like you get to take 3.
As an action, I can take 3, okay.
Yeah, 1 action for 3. it so that you can just... Oop. There we go. Okay. And then you have 3 supplies.
And I can do that 9 times, huh? Wow.
You could do it 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9.
Oh, she has 9 resources.
Yeah. And then you have 3 secrets. Okay, cool. So we've picked that. Scenario setup. Gather we've done that. Set aside, okay. Put following locations into play. Each investigator begins play at the crash site. That makes sense. Okay, check the difficulty level. If you were playing on hard, oh god. Shuffle those things. Okay, we're now ready to begin. Alright. So just a little bit more reading. Because I gotta read these 2 cards now. It's a very movie-like setup, like, opening for this one.
Oh, yeah.
So, Agenda 1A, Cold Welcome. This isn't exactly how you imagined your first foray into the Antarctic wilds would go. The stinging, cold, and lashing frozen winds will only get worse over time. Forced, after a location is entered by an investigator for the first time, put into play each set-aside location connected to that location. Use the map in the campaign guide for reference. Okay. So, after a location is entered by... Put into play each set-aside... Okay. That's interesting. Act 1A, search for a campsite. You're going to have to find a way back to the camp, and soon, or you'll have to make do with camping in the wilds. As an action, if each investigator is at the same location, and that location has no clues on it, we can choose to resign. We set up camp, each investigator resigns. Objective...
Wait, say that again? We have to pick a spot?
Well, that's a thing we could do if we want to give up. The real objective is what I'm about to say. But yeah, if we wanted to give up early, all we'd have to do is all of us be on a single location that has no clues on it, and we can all choose to resign there.
That's cool.
And then it says, objective, find somewhere safe to set up camp. If each undefeated investigator has resigned, advance. The higher the shelter value of the location they resigned at, the better. Oh, so we have to do that.
We have to climb. It's one of those scenarios where we're deciding how long we want to go.
Yeah.
Is basically what it sounds like.
Okay, and then we are at the crash site. It was a risky business sailing over the Antarctic in a single aeroplane without any line of bases. And we start at the crash site, and it has a shroud of 2. And it says, as an action, spend book or test book or feat 3 to scavenge from the wreckage. If you succeed, in the supplies recovered section of the campaign log, record spare parts. Max 1 success per campaign. Oh, and it has a shelter value too, I see. So that's what they mean by the higher the shelter value.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm assuming we can go to... Or I actually have a thing here. Let me draw these real quick. Wha. 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 And that's all we see for now.
Okay.
Okay, and we're in it. We're in the shit finally.
So what's our goal?
We have to
Climb and
find...
explore.
Yeah, we have to explore around to find a place with a really high shelter value.
That's it? That's our goal?
Yeah, we're trying to get out of the cold.
Okay.
The catch is once we find that place, we have to get all the clues off of it and then resign there. So. Oh, who would like to go first?
Monterey, do you want to explore? I could just equip some weapons.
Oh yeah, mate, of course I can explore. Let me get ready. I'm gonna spend 2 to equip my trusty bullwhip.
Hell yeah!
Monterey Jack item only.
I can't believe we're finally playing as Monterey Jack. It's finally happened.
It's finally happened.
For those who don't know, Monterey Jack was teased in a previous session like 20 years ago.
It was teased in the Forgotten Age pack.
Yeah.
Which was like 4 campaigns ago. Or it was like 3 campaigns ago. No, maybe 4. Innsmouth, Dream Eaters.
So I'm assuming Because
So what happens again? I get 3 actions, right?
Yes.
3.
Okay.
Well, now you have 2.
Let me see my options to move. Where do I want to go?
Okay, so you can get to the treacherous path. You can get to the precarious. They're all gonna sound bad. I'm not gonna lie. The precarious ice sheet, or you can go to the frozen shores.
Monterey Jack always takes the treacherous path.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna play Scout ahead.
Oh.
Move up to 3 times.
Oh. Okay.
Enemies do not engage you during this movement.
So you're gonna move to. Well. Okay. You're a green, right?
Yep. Move me up 1.
That's weird. So the
Go
flavor
Scout
text
ahead.
reads: in order to recover the Archean slate vein in which we had found the odd markings, he would have to make a long sledge trip from these foothills to the steep slopes of the gigantic mountains themselves.
Uh-oh.
Doop. And it is treacherous path. Has a shroud of 2. What's it called? Investigation value or whatever of 1. Oh, it's got 1 clue per investigator. That's what it is.
1 shelter value.
Forced after you reveal 1 or more tokens during 1 or more snow tokens during a skill test at the treacherous path. Take 1 damage or horror for each snow token revealed. And this is update connections. Oh, whoa, that's crazy. That's insane.
Automatic?
Yeah. No, it just
Wow,
it straightened them. It's really wild. Like, I drew those and then it just kind of straightened them. Okay, so then that says that it reveals. Apparently these things like reveal specific things. Oh, where is that deck? I feel like they should just have all of these out here, right? Uncharted locations, that looks right. So you can get to only one of them from here, which is the Rocky Crags, which I can just search for. Rocky Crag.
Take me there.
Rocky 3. That's so cool. It says, okay, as an additional cost for you to enter this location, investigators at your location must spend 1 clue per investigator as a group. So you can't go here yet, I assume.
I can't go there.
But I guess if you want to just, like, make the rounds to all 3 of these.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go, I'll go that precarious ice sheet.
The precarious ice sheet. The ice sheet was very thin, with dark ground here and there visible.
The ice sheet was very precarious.
It says, it's got a shroud of 4, 1 clue per investigator. Glacier, when you draw a hazard treachery, this is an optional reaction. When you draw a hazard treachery while at the precarious ice sheet, add 1 snow token to the chaos bag. Cancel that card's effects and discard it. Group limit once per round. And then that one has the Icy Wastes.
Icy Wastes. Oh, Dreamweaver. I believe you can get.
My bet is that this has the same stipulation as the other one does. As an additional cost for you to enter? Yep, exactly. Okay, so then you want to go down to this one?
Yep, move me down 1.
Oop. It says, there are now stretched off to the east the low white line of the Great Ice Barrier. It has 2 Shroud, 1 clue per investigator. Frozen Shores gets +2 Shroud if an encounter card is attached to it. The sun never quite sets over the horizon past the icy shoreline, painting the sky a myriad tapestry of beautiful colors. And that one has
Gets +2 shroud for every what around it?
broad snowdrifts, encounter cards on it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's this one. It's penguins.
I'm gonna get fucked by a penguin. Crikey.
Oh, get fucked by a penguin. We already set this up before the game started. Yeah, same thing. You have to spend clues per investigator.
Okay, then my last action is I'd like to search.
Okay. It's a shroud of 2. And I guess I gotta pull it for you, right? Because you guys aren't in this game. Okay.
Yeah.
So, are you ready? Are you gonna commit
ready.
anything?
Nope.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Boop. You got a tome or a tablet. says -3 for each point you fail by. Discard the top card of your deck. Draw each weakness card discarded by this effect. You. So you failed by 1, I think.
Yep. Go discard 1. Oh wait. So what did it say about
Wait
weaknesses?
a minute. Well, it was a Shroud of 2, but you technically had -3, right?
Yeah, I have 4 books.
I guess you. Oh, you have 4 books. Yeah, that's right. I'm starting to get used to this again. Okay, so you just failed by 1.
Yep.
Okay,
Discard
cool.
top
So you
card.
just discard your top
So
card.
what does it say about weaknesses or no?
If it is a weakness, you have to do it.
I have to do the. I have to do the weak.
Yeah.
Is it your weakness?
It is.
Damn. What you gotta do?
Investigate. If you succeed, instead of discovering clues, discard buried secrets. If you fail, you take 2 horror and shuffle this back into your deck.
Jesus.
Buried secrets. Hey guys, I think there's a buried secret over here. Please don't make it harder than it is.
Alrighty, so what
It
do we
would
got?
kill me.
We got a 2 Shroud over here, 2 Shroud over here, and a 4 Shroud over here. Ty, did you want to go next, or do you want me to go?
I think you should investigate, because I can't do that. Maybe I'll have
Alright,
more
old
options.
chap, I'll go first. Okay, so I want to equip something for sure.
Go somewhere else. Leave me a clue here, would you, chum?
I think I want to get Professor William Webb, because it never hurts to have help.
Willy Webbs.
Willy Webbs. And he costs 3, and he has 3 secrets. When you successfully investigate, exhaust Professor William Webb. Actually, let me put these in a different way. I like having them here. Exhaust William Webb and spend 1 secret. Instead of discovering a clue at your location, choose an item. Choose either an item card in your discard pile and add it to your hand, or discover a clue at a connecting location. Pretty sweet. The other thing I can do, I can equip one more thing, and I'm torn between the pocket telescope or hyper awareness.
What do they do?
A hyper awareness
Pocket
allows
telescope.
me to spend resources to add book or feat to my skill tests, and pocket telescope lets me investigate. Basically lets me see the revealed side of locations I haven't revealed yet. I'm gonna go with hyper awareness because that helps me in the long term.
Good call. Because you already got something that'll help you investigate. The
Yeah.
next section over, yeah.
And well, that and it doesn't super matter if I can't go to the places yet. And then I guess for my third action, I'm just gonna move up here. And I guess that's it for me actually, because it's 3 actions. Okay, so just making sure we're doing everything right. Yeah. Okay. So now you get 3 actions.
How much investigating
It's been
did I do?
so
But it's fine.
long.
I'll spend 3 and pull out my machete just in case.
I'm
For
thinking of
Sophie.
using this on some. I'm sorry.
And then I'm going to move up and to the left.
This one.
What's the shroud there?
The precarious ice sheet. It is 4.
4. It's brutal. What's
You
one
sure
like
you want
Chris?
to go to? You want to go to
Yeah,
either?
I'm at 2, and up and right is 2, I think.
Yeah, these
But I
are.
can't-
You went to the only one that's hard. Would you rather?
All
go
right,
to
let me
one of
go to the one that Chris is at.
the- Okay, cool. Everybody wants
Hey,
to see
mate,
the
one
fucking
need you to leave me a
penguins.
clue
Look at 'em.
here.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
And
not.
not put any enemies on it. That'd be great, chum.
I'm gonna
Alright, let's do
investigate here, but I'm gonna use my my special card. Use my memory is. I'm gonna think of Sophie, and I'm gonna take 1 direct damage to get +2 for the skill test.
Sophie!
She loved finding things, so I have a 4.
Yeah, you gotta make a. She's into literally everything, and that everything reminds you of her.
So I'm at a 4. So if you want to pull it,
4? Okay. Nothing you want to commit to this?
Nope.
3, 2, 1. Boop. Auto fail.
fuck, auto fail, perfect. Oh, and because I took a damage, I get to draw a card.
You took a damage?
Yep, I took a direct damage in order to get +2. That's my ability.
Oh, interesting. Do you have any more actions?
Nope, that's it. 3. 'Cause
Okay.
Oh, wait, okay.
Equipped, moved, and searched.
Now is
At
the
the end
enemy. Oh, what's up?
So my ability, my turn. I just read my ability too. It automatically works at the end of your turn. If you started this round 1 location away from your current location, which I did, either gain 1 resource or draw 1 card.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that
If you
works.
started this round,
Wait.
2 or more locations away, do both instead.
If you started this round, so it would be next round, right?
Yeah, if you started this round.
Yeah.
Oh,
you,
so yeah,
but I did
you,
not.
you didn't start away from the starting location this starting turn,
Yeah.
but that would be next turn. But yeah, no.
Resource left.
So the enemy phase is now, but now is the up. There are no enemies, so we don't do that. So the upkeep phase is we ready all exhausted cards. We reset our actions. Get yourself a resource. Get yourself a card. Right. Draws one card and gains one resource. Yes. Okay. Yay. And with that is the Mythos phase. I'm getting back into the swing of this. Boom. We put one on the Mythos track, and then we pull the Mythos cards and make sure it's shuffled. Okay, so the first one is for me. And I got 0 visibility. Revelation, put 0 visibility into play in your threat area. So it goes, yeah. As an additional cost for you to leave a location with a treachery attached to it, you must spend 1 action. Forced at the end of your turn, test 2 feet. If you succeed, discard 0 visibility. So that's for me. And then for Mark Harrigan, we got Ice Shaft! Shaft! Revelation, test 3 feet. For each snow token revealed during this test, take 1 damage. If you fail, take 2 damage. 1 false step.
Okay, I need feet for this.
Yeah, you gotta hit 3 feet.
Anything.
And if you reveal any snow tokens, which currently there are none in the Chaos token bag.
I am going to commit 1 card. So I am at 4 feet.
4 feet. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Boop. You got a skull. X, negative X. X is half the shelter value of your location rounded up. So, -1. So you did good then, right?
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
yeah, about to sacrifice it. Yep.
Nice.
Nice.
And then this one is for Monterey Jack. Antarctic Wind! It's a hazard. Revelation. Attached to the nearest location without a copy of Antarctic Wind attached to it. Investigators at attached location cannot play cards or draw cards from their deck. Forced at the end of the round, discard Antarctic Wind. Do you want me to just... we could put it literally anywhere, it looks like. Unless somebody wants to go back to the crash site and... I should have probably done this. Somebody should probably... I'm going to definitely do this before we leave.
Okay. Get the spare parts? Good idea.
Yeah, do you want me to put it here where nobody is?
There. Yeah, put it where nobody is.
Yeah, okay. And then it's back to us. Who would like to go first? I wouldn't terribly mind.
Search.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah.
So it's a shroud or 2. What do you got?
I still got 4 books.
4 book. Fair book. You're not adding anything to it?
Nah, I ain't got nothing to add. Just new wits.
Oh, just let me search, man. You got 0.
Yeah, I passed. And
How did you pass? No, I'm just kidding.
I'll search 2 more times.
Okay, and you said you have 4 against 2, right?
4 against 2, yep.
Okay, another 0, making up for all the failures in the beginning.
Clue. Oh, the first one I did not get a clue. All I did was discard Buried Secrets.
Oh,
okay. I'll take one of these away then.
Second one I get a clue.
Yeah, so you have 1 clue right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna search for my last action.
Last one. Another 0. Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
That's it.
Sai, do you mind if... Mr. Harrigan, do you mind if I go?
yes, I think we
Let a
should.
poor man do this. Ooh, fun. Okay, so I have a base lore or book of 5 against 2, so I'm not really going to commit anything to this. So 5 against 2. Skull, which is negative... I guess 0, because this is a shelter of 1. Or I guess it is 1, because it's half rounded up. Even still, I still got it. So that's 1. However, deduction is on the top of my deck. And because it is on the top of my deck and costs nothing to do, I get to use it. It says, if this skill test is successful while investigating a location, discover 1 additional clue at that location. So I'm going to do that.
Crikey.
Master of investigation! It's my key eye! I say with my dragon pull. Old white-ass Norman Withers. Jesus. Okay, I'm going to investigate again as my second action. 5 against 2. That's -1, so I'm still fine. And then for my third action, I'm going to move back to the crash site because on my next turn, I want to get the supplies. I feel like that's super fucking important. So that's the end of my turn.
Alright, I'm gonna... Yeah, it didn't work last time, but I'm gonna think of Sophie one more time. I'm gonna try to do it, Soph. Pull it 4 versus 2.
Now, really quick, before I continue, it says, play with the top card of your deck revealed. Once per round, you may play the top card of your deck as if it were from in your hand with a -1 resource cost. So I did play Deduction, and it just says, play with the top card of your deck revealed. So should I reveal the next card? I would have to assume, right?
Yes.
Even though I can't use it this round. Play it. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's a double-edged sword. If it's a weakness, I have to use it immediately. So it's like, but yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so now you're doing what? Against what?
I took another damage to...
make it 4 against 2?
Investigate, so 4 against 2, yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Shit!
Well, it doesn't do... Well, no, I mean, it would bring it up now, and my book is a +2 more, so it's a 6. Not that it matters.
A 6? Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you got it.
Cool. Then I'm gonna move down for my second action.
Huh?
I'm gonna move down. I can move down now, right?
Yeah. As an additional cost to move and enter this location, investigators at your location must spend 1 clue per investigator as a group. On the lofty ice barrier in the background, myriads of grotesque penguins squawked and flapped their fins like the weird sickos that they are. I hate them! Okay.
We had to spend 3, right?
Yeah, we had to spend 3 as a group, so, yeah.
You look real pretty there, Mark Harrigan.
I'm gonna take the 1 from you, and then you can take the 2 from me.
Okay.
I guess
Hey,
they
how come
technically
no one
go
wants
through.
me clues?
Alright, you go down here. Whoa, it's a Winter Wonderland. Mainland Uncharted. It has a 4 shelter, which is pretty sweet. It has a shroud of 1 and 2 clues per investigator as an optional reaction. When you successfully investigate broad snowdrifts, add 1 snow token to the chaos bag. Discover 3 additional clues at broad snowdrift. Group limit once per game, so you can only do that once. Let's see what's attached to it really quick. Ooh, interesting things. We have what looks like the remnants of Lake's camp. And crystalline cavern. And snow graves. That's not foreboding. And then these are all connected like so. And there's a little bit more like this. I feel like I'm drawing like esoteric sigils whenever I do that. Okay. So yeah, that's where you are now. You have 1 more action, right?
I do have 1 more action. Does it cost anything to go to the camp, or do we spend clues again?
What? Oh, to go
The
down
camp.
the camp. As an additional cost for you to enter this location, investigators at your location must spend 4 clues per investigator.
Well, that's where we gotta get. That's probably where we gotta go for this thing.
I mean, yeah, it is a camp. That would probably work pretty good. This is also 4 clues per investigator.
How much is the bottom one?
Hold on a sec. Were these? No, it's just 1 clue per investigator. Yeah, okay. This one is 2 clues per investigator. I don't know if we want to go here. I don't want to do it.
I might just...
This one does have a shroud of 1 for what
I was
it's
gonna
worth.
say, but I only have a 1 book as is, and I don't want to keep doing that.
I'm you fucking moron.
I can't enter.
Read a book, Harrigan.
Big books. Sophie loved books.
Sophie
loved books.
I'm gonna spend 2 and equip my first aid just in case.
That's a good idea. Alrighty. The end of the round, discard Arctic Wind. Okay, cool. So it is now the enemy phase. There are no enemies, so now is the upkeep phase. Give yourself a resource and give yourself a card. And remember, you can only have a maximum of 8 cards in your hand.
5 so get close.
So if you
Or
have
near.
8, you have to discard down to 8. Oh no, the Harbinger! Revelation, place this card on top of your deck. While the Harbinger is revealed on top of your deck, cards in your deck cannot be searched, drawn, or manipulated in any way except by the below ability, which is to use 2 clues to discard the Harbinger. Which is pretty easy. So my turn's going to be pretty obvious, because, I mean, I'm just telling you now, even though we have to do the Mythos phase, it's going to be discard the Harbinger and then search to get the clue, get the camp stuff.
You should go first, probably, yeah.
Yeah. So, is everybody ready? You got your clue and your resource?
I'm ready.
Okay, it's time for the Mythos deck. This one's for me. Aperophobia. Okay. Fuck. Revelation. Test head X, where X is your location's shelter value. If you fail, you must decide to choose one. Okay, so head X, and I am here. It's 0. Nice. I basically just can't auto fail. So boop. It's a +1, so that's pretty good. I didn't fail. However, just so we know in the future, if you fail, you must decide, choose one, take 1 horror for each point you fail by, place 2 of your clues on your location, or add 1 snow token to the chaos bag. Okay, so I got away with that. This one is for Ty. Polar Mirage. Oh, it looks so pretty. Polar Mirage. Revelation. Attached to the nearest location with at least 1 clue and without a copy of Polar Mirage attached to it. I would have to assume that is your location, because it meets all of that criteria.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta get rid of the one from last round, by the way.
Yes. Forced. After you discover or take control of 1 or more clues at attached location, discard each non-weakness card in your hand. Discard Polar Mirage. That sounds like a good thing? Oh, each non-weakness. I misread that for sure. That sucks. This one is for Chris.
I'm ready.
Ancient Evils, an old friend.
No.
Place 1 doom on the current agenda. This can cause the thing to advance, but it don't. Oh, actually, what is... Ah, it's only 4. Okay.
So now it's at what, 3? Or 2?
It's at 2. Actually...
No, it's 3. This is our second round,
Yeah, I didn't press it before I started pulling cards. Okay. My turn's going to be really quick. I'm using 2 actions to discard the Harbinger. And then I'm going to search this location. I have 5 against 2. I don't feel like spending anything. I'm going to use books. -2. That's perfect. Because I had to beat 3. If you succeed in the supplies recovered section of the campaign log, record spare parts. Sounds super fucking important. Supplies recovered. Where is the supply? Where do we put that? Supplies recovered. Okay, spare parts. I'm just an old man digging apart a broken airplane to see what I can salvage. That's the salvager's code. Who wants to go next?
Where can I... Man, I don't know why this is so small on my screen here.
It's probably because I'm super zoomed out.
I mean, you should probably get the one
I
that's
double clicked
that
it, and now I
shroud.
can't see. Oh, no, I just see Ty's freaking face.
You should probably go to the 4 shroud, because that's what you're good at. And the other one we can't search right now.
What, can I search the one that's directly below me?
No, because it's like... You could, but you have to discard everything in your hand.
Yeah, the Polar Mirage makes it really weird.
This round. Next round will be fine.
Yeah, it goes away at the end of the round.
Then what's up and left?
Oh, actually, no, it doesn't. After you discover and
get rid
take
of-
control of 1 or more clues at attached location, discard each non-weakness in your card and then discard Polar Mirage. So you have to do it at least once. Do it when you have a shit hand, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of cards.
And what were you asking, Chris?
You have a lot of cards you're good at losing, is that what you said?
No, I have a lot of cards I can't lose right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't terribly mind losing the cards I currently have, but it's still
What's up and left?
ideal. Up and left is this one. Precarious Ice Sheet. When you draw a
That's the
hazard
4,
treachery while Precarious Ice Sheet, you put 1 snow token in the chaos bag.
I still haven't
Cancel
even
that card's
buff-
effect and discard it, though.
I can what?
If you pull a hazard here, we put a snow token in the token bag, but then you
I just
don't have to do
I don't
what
have
it
anything
says.
to buff up my books, and I only got 4 books.
Hmm.
So I was kind of leaving that for Dave. And there's no clues anywhere else?
No.
Not at the moment. However, how many clues do we have? We have 3,
2.
so you could go to one of the further
Oh, I
locations.
realized we had 1. 3.
Yeah.
3 already.
Like if you wanted to go to the Rocky Crags or the Icy Wastes.
Or
you
even
could
the
go
one
there.
below, right? The one below. Or no, the one below is 2?
This is 2 per investigator. We
Okay,
would
okay.
need 1 more, I think, right? No, we need 6.
We need 6.
We have
Yeah,
3.
you can go. That would work too. You can go.
And
top
move
on
me
top.
up and right, too. Let's
To
let's go to the top of the mountain.
The Rocky Crags!
Rocky
Rocky
Crag. I need
Crag.
to get a glowing piece of that radical rock as I climb the crag.
The aggro crag. Wah! Okay, this is a Shroud of 3, 2 clues per investigator. Forced, when a treachery is attached to Rocky Crags, that treachery gains Surge max once per phase. It's got a shelter of 3. But it's got it's got 1 million clues on it. Like 2 million clues.
Sorry, my kids are FaceTiming me. I'm
Aw.
gonna search.
You're gonna search? Okay, 3 against 4 is what you said?
Yep.
Oh, what are you
3v4. I got nothing to add.
Okay.
So 3v4.
-2. So you failed.
I did not
unfortunately.
make it.
And that's your final action. So now it's just me and Ty, right?
Did you go already? I thought you knew what you were doing.
I did.
That was it?
Yeah, so
Alright.
it's you.
All right, I'm gonna. Let's see.
You're buried under all these clues.
I got all these fucking clues that I can't do anything.
This polar mirage looks like my wife Denise or whatever her name was.
So great. I think. Oh, gosh, I don't know what I can do. I'm gonna move. I don't think I'm gonna move up one. I'm gonna use one of my first aids to heal me 1 to start off with.
Mm.
And then I'm going to use my second action to get a resource. And I think. Which one would I want to spend it on? I'm not going to wait on this. I don't think I want to move yet, because I'm hoping someone can get this off and I can help here, because it doesn't make sense for me to run around and try to get clues I'm not going to be able to get.
Part of me thinks I'd be fine doing that.
Yeah, but then, I mean, once you get rid of the Polar Mirage, I can help, because I at least have a 2 book, and I can
Oh, I
boost
didn't.
for it early too. But I don't want to discard my cards in my hand right now.
Yeah. No, I don't mind discarding the cards in my hand, so I could go down there and start just cleaning house.
And for my last action, I'm just gonna keep boosting myself, so when a fight happens, I'll be okay. I'm gonna look into these penguins' eyes, and I'm gonna remember I have something worth fighting for. Sophie!
One of the penguins, you swear it's talking to its penguin wife, and you swear it caused.
I have 3 more. I have 3 more horror now. Mental stability.
Jesus.
And the quote is, "I can't die here. Not now.
Not
yet."
like this.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I might as well do this now. Right? Wait, no, I already went.
No, it's
right?
not your turn. You
Yeah.
did your turn, and it was like you just
Yeah,
stayed there. So
it was
now
instantaneous. It was so quick, I keep forgetting I even did it. Okay, so that means we are in the upkeep. Well, we're in the enemy phase. No enemies currently. We will be going to the next phase after this, but get yourself a resource.
Oh,
Get yourself a card.
hey, good news, Dave.
I got a sled dog. What'd you get? Good news.
Well, goodish news. My basic weakness is the Dread Curse. I had 4 bad tokens to the Chaos Bag, the ones from the last campaign.
Oh no!
But I'm
So,
glad we did this online. 'cause
4
that's what I
curse
have.
tokens?
Yeah. No, 5 curse tokens.
5
Yeah.
curse tokens. Jesus.
The Dread Curse.
1, 2.
The quote on it is, "We all have wings, but they could have not been of any avail to us, and if we could tear them off, we would do so." Franz Kafka, The Blue Octavo Notebooks.
How do curse tokens work again?
If you pull them, they're done. It's a -1, but you keep pulling, and once you pull them, they're done.
Okay, they're all in there. There's 5. And I'll just shuffle that again. Not that it matters, it's always random, but... okay.
I'm back, boys.
Did you give your upkeep, Chris?
I did not upkeep.
Okay, give yourself a resource and a card.
Okay, I'm loaded. Now,
Ooh, Fieldwork is my next card. Okay.
Oh yeah, baby. Okay.
So we're on the Mythos phase now, which actually bumps it up to the next phase.
Oh man.
So, it says under the ice. Hold on, come see this! One of the other team members shouts as you trudge ahead through the snow. You turn back and examine what they have found. A second set of tracks in the snow, but smaller, misshapen, almost impossibly so. It's like Jesus walks beside you. What in the hell could have made these tracks? Jesus? One of your party asks. You stand dumbfounded. Very little wildlife exists out here in the frozen waste, except for all the fucking penguins we see on that one card. And these tracks match nothing you've ever seen before. Nothing you can even imagine. You don't have to question what could make such tracks for long. A shape emerges from the erupting snow, twisting and deformed, like a splotch of ink spilled upon the canvas of reality. It makes a strange, almost familiar cry that is eaten by the howling wind. Lee! Lee! Then, with terrifying speed, it rushes towards you. Spawn a set-aside skittering nonsense at the lead investigator's location.
Oh, yeah.
So that's at... Ooh, boy.
My location.
Why is this turned like this? Stupid. Okay. And this... Shuffle the remainder of the set-aside skittering nonsense enemies and the set-aside creatures in the ice encounter set into the encounter deck. Okay. This is a skittering nonsense. Oh, that's cool looking.
It's weird looking.
Yeah.
It's like a little blotch of ink. I guess if it's spawned at your location, it's just on you, right?
Yes.
It says it's a hunter. It's a monster Eidolon. Hunter, forced when you defeat a skittering nonsense. Shuffle the top card of the Tekilili deck into your deck without looking at it. If you cannot, skittering nonsense attacks you. Okay. That's interesting. We're gonna have to figure out... Oh, we want to do that. Okay, so then this goes away. And the next agenda, Into the White. Something dwells beneath the ice, something you've never seen or heard before. Not even in William Dyer's horrifying report. Something unreal. Forced after a location is entered by an investigator for the first time, put into play each set-aside location connected to that location. Yes, we've been doing that. Okay. And now we have to do the cards. So this one's for me. Manifestation of Madness! Hunter, when Manifestation of Madness attacks you, shuffle the top 2 cards of the Tekilili deck into your deck without looking at them. For each card you cannot shuffle, Manifestation of Madness deals +1 damage and +1 horror for this attack. Oh my, this is gonna be bad that this is on me. 0 visibility. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, but I didn't have to worry about it. At the end of your turn, test 2 feet if you succeed this. I guess, let me do that right now really quick. I have to test 2 feet. I have 1 foot. But I have hyper-awareness. I'm going to use 3 resources to boost it up to 4. So it's 4 against 2. Skull. Negative. It's 0, so it's. I guess it's -1, which is fine. So I got rid of 0 visibility. Okay. When the Manifestation of Madness attacks you, shuffle the top 2 cards of the Tekilili deck. Okay, we don't have to worry about that just yet. There is a deck over here called the Tekilili deck that we have to do all this shit with. This one is for Ty. Aperophobia. Test head X, where X is your location shelter value. If you fail, you must decide to choose one.
What's mine?
Yours is 4.
Shit.
Yeah.
And what happens? It's if I lose, what happens?
You choose one, take 1 horror for each point you failed by, place 2 of your clues on your location, or add 1 snow token to the chaos bag.
And snow tokens are forever, right?
Let me check, actually. It didn't really say what snow tokens are.
Diamonds are forever.
Frost tokens. This expansion introduces a new type of Chaos token, the Frost token. At the start of Edge of Campaign, the Chaos bag contains only a few relatively harmless Frost tokens, if any. As the expedition continues, depending on the decisions the investigators make and the events that unfold, more Frost tokens may be added to or removed from the Chaos bag, altering the difficulty of every test of the investigators perform. The more Frost tokens added to the Chaos bag, the more crippling their effects become. The first Frost token revealed from the Chaos bag during a skill test has the following effect. -1, reveal another token. If another token is revealed from the Chaos bag during the same test, immediately end the reveal Chaos token step of the skill tests. Okay.
Don't know if you want to tell you.
No more than 8 total snow tokens can be included in the Chaos bag and or sealed on cards in play at any given time. A snow token revealed outside of a skill test has no effect on its own unless otherwise specified by a card effect, and a Frost token added to the Chaos bag remains in the Chaos bag from scenario to scenario unless removed by a card or game effect. Use the Chaos bag section of the campaign log to record the tokens you are currently in the Chaos bag.
So it's not if I lose by so many points, so it's just a binary pass-fail, so I'm just going to test it as is.
Okay. Speaking of which, really quick. Okay, I had to write in it at one point we got an extra cultist. Okay, so you're going to just test as is?
Yeah, so
What
3
is it?
versus... I have 3.
3 versus 4. Oh, it's a curse token, so what's that mean?
-1. And then
Okay.
you draw again. You still have to draw again, though.
Ah, but then your Elder Sign.
Oh, I still don't pass because I got that -1, but because it's plus I get a plus. It would be 4. I would have a 4 total, and I did not pass because I would have been brought down to a 3, so I failed.
Okay, so...
But no.
So you only failed by 1?
Yes.
Oh, okay, well that's not terrible. You have no clues, so you can't do that one.
I'll take 2 horror.
It's just 1 horror. Just take 1 horror for each point you failed by. You only failed by 1. That's not terrible.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
that could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, this is for Chris. Kindred Mist. Revelation attached to the nearest location without a copy of Kindred Mist attached to it. I would have to assume that is the one you are currently on. It is the closest and does not have that. Forged, when 1 or more cards from the Tekalili deck would be shuffled into your deck while you are at an attached location, draw them instead, placing them on the bottom of your deck instead of the bottom of your of the Tekalili deck.
Aren't I about to get a bunch of Tekalili stuff? Like
Probably.
The thing I got right now?
Discard Kindred Mist at the end of this round.
Son of a bitch. Alright. So I don't want Tekalili.
Oh, is that a
right
treachery? No, it's a... Oh, it is a treachery. When a treachery is attached to Rocky Creds, that treachery gains surge. So,
Fuck.
you get another one, I guess.
Alright, bring it.
Another skittering nonsense.
Jeez.
Oh, mate, this ain't looking too hot for...
The good news is they're easy. They have a fist of 2, and they only have 2 health each. The bad news is there's 2 of them. Okay, so that's back to us now. I don't like the Antarctic. Who wants to go first?
Okay.
I can run and try to help Monterey if you really need it.
I can kill him, I think. Well, depends.
Here's
Won't be
the
able to
thing.
get one.
I have a pretty nasty beastie on me, too. But, yeah, it's really kind of a... You should help someone.
Well, I think I'll help you because I think it's.
Well, let me go first. And let me see
we'll see what happens then, yeah.
Can't you parlay with your guy or something?
Me? The manifestation of madness? You want me to parlay with it?
No.
Insanity
I
itself.
thought it was that other guy, the Harbinger or whatever.
Oh,
that was-
no, that thing's gone. I already got rid of that. We don't talk about the Harbinger anymore.
We don't talk about Harbinger.
Oh.
Let's, okay, so I'm gonna use me whip.
Whip him.
And I'll whip me one of them skittering nonsense.
show you some skittering nonsense.
So I get to use my feet instead of my fist for this attack.
That's interesting.
What's your feet at?
So 5.
5 against 2?
Yep.
And you're not adding anything?
No.
3, 2, 1.
20.
Bah! It's a cultist. -2, which you, it
win.
sounds like you didn't, right?
I win.
You win.
I win.
So that's 1
And-
damage?
So if I exhaust it, I can either automatically evade this enemy, or deal +1 of damage. +1 of damage. +1 of damage.
Well, if
So
you
I
do
can
+1
kill it.
damage, you do kill it.
Yes.
So that's
But
cool.
then then you'd have trouble attacking the other thing, but...
And that's true.
They're easy to kill, they're hard to run from, is what they look like.
Well, I can automatically evade it if I wanted to. What's
Yeah.
the Shroud of Worm at anyway?
It's a 3.
That's not too
I would kill it as opposed to doing the free evade.
It is a
Alright, I'll
hunter,
kill it.
so it will move around.
I'll
Okay,
kill
so
it.
you're killing it?
Yep.
Whip it. Whip it good.
Okay, so I will attack with my fist. I'm gonna discard. And now I got me 5 fist.
5 against 2. That it?
That's it.
3, 2, 1. Bro. A +1.
Alright, I win. I deal it at 1
Just
damage.
Just 1 damage?
Yep. Oh, I also forgot if you started your round
Yeah.
2 or more locations away, I get to draw a card and get a resource.
Nice.
Which I did.
And you still have 1 more action then, right?
I do. I just remembered that because I'm hoping to get something else that I can add to me feast.
We have to remember we have these other characters on our thing, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives me money, which is not doing much.
Money. Luckily, the manifestation of madness is quite easy to kill. It has 3 health, which is not, easy,
Alright, I'm gonna
but
pay
it's not
2.
terrible.
The coup de grace. Deal 1 damage to an enemy at your location. If this effect defeats the enemy, draw 1 card.
Nice. So you just did that?
Yep.
Nice. Skittering nonsense, more like skittering
Oh, this
nothing.
Nonsense.
this is from an old. So I got sneak attack, which is from an old set, but that works perfectly with the whip. If I automatically,
Yes. The whip, the sneakiest of
Exhausted.
weapons. Not the one
alright,
that definitely
I'm gonna
makes a
do-
loud cracking sound whenever you
I'm gonna
use.
try to come help.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm gonna move 2.
1, 2. And then, do you have to engage with this thing to get it
No,
off?
I just shouldn't miss, is what it is. Remember? You can attack. You can't evade. I believe I could double check my rulebook. You cannot evade enemies that aren't engaged with you, but you can attack enemies that are engaged with you. You just can't miss, 'cause if I miss, it hurts you.
Don't miss. Or do you want to
Yep.
take it off of me and then I can run away?
Nope. I want to attack.
Okay.
I want to waste an action to engage. Alright, I'm going to attack, and I'm going to commit some stuff. I'm committing the home front and vicious blow. So I better not get an auto fail. I am attacking with a 10 fist.
10 fist against 3. 3, 2, 1. Cultist. Which is just
Minus
-2, which you did fine. So how much damage do you do?
So my vicious blow gives me +1 damage, and then the home front is actually Mark Harrigan's special. If the skill test is successful during attack, move 1 damage from Mark Harrigan onto the attacked enemy, so it's a total of 3, and I'm fully healed.
You've killed it.
Yep.
Thank God.
I started 2 away, didn't I? So that was my entire turn.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have been able to engage anything else. So
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
say, you saved me.
Runs
You
into this-
spry young chap. I remember when a boy just like you saved me once from the dream world where the giant spider in the ocean lives.
We laid
Everyone
down-
thinks I'm just a crazy old man.
We laid down on the beach and made love.
Okay, so I'm gonna go 1, 2 down here, because I wanna still use the cards that are good for me before I do this. Okay,
Yeah.
Says my heart rate's high. That's weird. So what I'm gonna do is oh, you know what? No, this hand of cards, I don't mind if I get rid of it. So I'm for my third action, I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
So it's 5 against 1. I got a skull, which is negative, I believe, half of half of the shelter value of your location rounded up, which is 4, so it's -2. I have 5 against 1, so I still did it. So all of my non-weakness cards go away. But I get this also goes away, so now we don't have to worry about it ever again. And I get a clue. And that's the end of my turn. I guess that's all of us then.
Yeah.
What was this again? When one or more cards from the Tekalili deck would be shuffled. We haven't had that happen yet, so no worries. Cool. Mm-hmm. So, now's the enemy phase, but they're all dead. So, upkeep phase, get yourself a resource. Get yourself a card. Yes, I got working a hunch again. And are we ready?
Yep.
This one's for me. Dark Aurora. Test 3 head. For each frost token revealed during this test, take 1 horror. If you fail, take 2 horror. So I have... What's my head at? Where's your head at? It's 4.
Where's your head at?
4 against 3, and nothing to really commit to it. So, here we go. Yeah. Oh, that is something I could do on the previous location, is that I have Professor William Webb as an optional reaction when you successfully investigate, exhaust Professor William Webb, and spend 1 secret. I'm not going to do that yet because the timing on everything was so weird that I don't know if half this stuff was technically in my discard when I did it. So, okay. Okay. What did I say? It's 4 against 3 with nothing to spare. Yeah! Star effect. Plus X, you may swap the top card of your deck with a card in your hand. X is the resource cost of the top card of your deck. Oh, that's just how much. Okay, no, I don't want to do that. I like the card that's... This is my, yeah, you know what? I am going to swap them. Nice. Cool. Sure.
And what did it give you? Plus anything or not?
It gave me +2, so I did it. So I did not fail. Nice.
Good.
I was just debating whether or not I wanted to do something. Which I like it, so I'm going to keep it like that. So this one's for Ty. Another skittering nonsense for you fool.
At least for the Guardian this time.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then this one is for Monterey. Polar Vortex! Attached to your location. Forced. When you end your turn at attached location, each card you control with health, including your investigator, takes 1 direct damage.
Yikes.
Forced at the end of the round, discard Polar Vortex. So, leave.
I can leave, okay.
Yeah.
So
We're back to us.
The other one? The other one that's next to me?
Huh? Attached to the nearest location without it.
Discard danger
At the end of this round. So yeah, it's gone.
Yep.
Nice. Good thing you knew about that, because I didn't think about it. Okay, that's back to us. Would you like me to go first?
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to equip Fieldwork. Because it's in the top of my deck, and that means that it's only 1 instead of 2. Whoop. Oh, Jeremiah Kirby's the next boy I get. Then, what does she do again that I got? Base skill of 5 if you succeed. Look at the top card of any investigator's deck or the encounter deck, and I can choose to discard that card. I'll do that. So I'm going to investigate again. It's 5 against 1. Boop. Oh my god, I got my star sign again. This is fine. I don't need to turn things around, but that did give me up to fucking 9. So, I have a 9 now, which means I definitely did it. Taking this boy. You're mine now. This goes away, and then I'm gonna look at the top of the, freaking encounter deck and discard it. Because that's what it says I can do. You may discard that card. Yeah. Fuck this thing. Yeah, no, screw it.
Yeah, there we go.
Goes away. So that was my first action. No, this is my second action. I equipped Fieldwork as my first action. Third action is I'm just going to do the same thing again. 5 against 1. You think I should use her thing?
No, I think you're. I would just.
Yeah, I'll just do it base. It's still 5 either way, so it's like, so 5 against 1, -2, still did it. Now, actually, I'm going to use Professor William Webb's ability, which has 3 secrets, and I used one. Instead of discovering a clue at your location, I can either choose an item from the discard pile or discover a clue at a connecting location. Oh, I can't actually use his ability at all then yet because I want to discover a clue. Yeah, no. So, okay, that's it. So I got 2 clues and got rid of a thing. Who next?
Do you want to go Monterey? Do you want to investigate before you leave that polar vortex? You want me to?
Yeah. I'm going to
investigate before you leave the polar vortex.
Pay 2 to quit well connected. And I will...
Oh, actually...
I'll tap it, meaning I'll use it as a free action.
I think there's more locations that we were supposed to put in play attached to Rocky Crag. Yep. There are 2. It is the Frigid Cave.
Ooh.
Frigid Cave. And Barrier Camp. Whoa. Oh, you're not here though. There we go. Oh, that is kind of cool that it like knew though. Weird. Okay. And as you can see, things are symmetrical. I could just put this over here, and I think we'll understand. There.
Alright, and I search...
Everything. Okay. You're searching?
Yep, with 5... Oh, let me see.
Five against 3?
I'll burn for 1 more. 6 against 3.
6 against 3? Boop.
Yep.
Oh, you got a -1 and -2 and negative... no, that's a +1, so -1.
Okay, so I pass.
Nice. Let me remove 2 more. There we go. And you passed, you say?
Mm-hmm.
You passed, you say? And that's it? You just get the 1 from it?
Just get the 1, yep.
Nice. Still good.
And I'll move...
Still saucy.
Oh, Frigid Cave.
Let's see if you can. As an additional cost for you to move into this location, investigators at your location must spend 2 clues per investigator as a group, so we need 6. We currently have 4, so you need 2 more clues in order to go there.
Is it the same thing with the other one?
Let's see, that's 4 clues per investigator, so we need 12?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a big one.
The 2 camps are probably where we want to go.
There's 3 places that need 4 clues per investigator. It's the Barrier Camp, the Remnants of Lake Camp, and Crystalline Cavern. Icebreaker Landing's pretty good, though.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's one of the camps where we should probably... I'm sure that's how this thing is set up.
You'd think, yeah. Barrier Camp looks the most put together for what it's worth.
But Lake probably has the most clues, the most intrigue.
True. Do we want to live or do we want mystery and fun?
The area to my left has what?
To your left, the Barrier Camp? That's 4 clues per investigator.
Oh, I can't go there?
No.
Alright.
That one we need a shit ton of clues.
I guess I'll go back to... what's down from me?
That is also 4 clues per investigator.
Oh, I can't go to any of these fucking places.
Yeah.
You can go to the one you came from, basically.
Take me to the treacherous path.
Oop, that's not it. Okay.
That's all 3 of my turns.
That's your whole turn? Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Have I already gone? I went first,
did,
right?
yeah.
Okay, cool. You go now. I'm old. I forget. I forget sometimes.
Take my machete and try to kill the skittering whore.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were fighting nonsense.
Got 6. I'm gonna keep Natty 6.
You got what? A nat 6 against 2?
Yeah.
3,
Not
2, 1. You got a -1.
Cool. And with my machete, I do 2 damage.
Nice, it's dead.
Yeah. It's only engaged on me. That was my first action. I guess. Well, I mean... I'm not going to be able to get any clues up there. I might move down to where you are, Norman, and just try to...
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if somebody took over here and I went to a better place.
So I'll move down too as my...
I'm going off to a better place.
I'm going to a better place. I'm going to Dave and Buster's.
Even better.
In all honesty, part of me wonders if my watch keeps reading my heart racing because it's like cutting off the freaking circulation in my wrist. I had it on there like really freaking tight. I was about to say I don't feel weird. But yeah, okay.
That's it.
You don't look so good,
That's
dude.
everybody then, right?
Yeah.
We got an enemy phase, but they're all dead because we're good at this game, he says, jinxing everything. And now we get to the upkeep phase, so grab yourself a resource and a card.
Got it.
Sled dog! Sled dog. Everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This one's for me. Ice shaft! Test 3 feet! Shit! That's my worst thing. For each token, or for each frost token revealed, you take a damage. If you fail, you take 2 damage. Oh no. Okay. Well, man, I would really love to... Okay, I'm gonna use hyper-awareness. Give me another foot, so I have 2 against 3 at least. So it's not for nothing. And boop. Oh, it's an auto-fail. So,
yeah, what's up?
good thing it's not a frost token or anything, but it's just take 2 damage.
Yeah.
To which I got damage to spare for now. But what I am gonna do is 1 damage on me, and 1 damage on... How much does she have? 1 damage on her. I vow to not kill her, though. But I can't put it on William Webb because he only has 1 health, so he just die immediately. Okay, so that's me. This one is for Ty. Wow!
What are
Glacial
you?
Phantasm! Forced. At the end of the enemy phase, if the Glacial Phantasm is ready, move it once toward the location with the most investigators. In player order, each investigator at Glacial Phantasm's location or connecting locations shuffles the top card of the Tekilili deck into their deck without looking at it. Each investigator who cannot takes 1 horror. Wow! This is on you.
Yeah.
This one is for Monterey Jack. Do it. A manifestation of madness. Madness. Okay, back to us. You mind if I go first?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna go to the glacial ice, or precarious ice sheet. Sorry, it's all these different things for ice. When you draw a hazard, treachery... oh, that's bad.
Does that automatically engage with me, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do I encounter an unengaged enemy? That's my question.
Because sometimes they don't
Sometimes
spawn
they
up,
just specifically say they're unengaged, or they don't spawn on
or
your
they're
location.
evaded,
Yeah. Or they're aloof. Okay, so I move for 2, and then I'm gonna do this thing. After you move to a location, if that location has at least 1 clue on it, exhaust field work. You get +2 skill value for the next skill test you perform. I'm exhausting field work. So now I have 7 against 4.
Nice.
Oop. Auto fail! Shit.
Fuck!
Shit!
I mean, you did get 2 auto fails and 2 auto successes, so...
Yeah, I know. It's kind of like karma balancing it out. Okay. That's the end of my turn then. Oh shit, we have not been doing this. It's been like 2. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been 2. Do you got a plan, Monterey? You want me to go? I can kill this thing on
I'm
me.
just a dumb fucking old man.
Where is everybody in relation to where my location is?
I'm to your left, and
I'm 2.
Yeah.
He's 2 away? Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the shroud at your location?
1.
Mine is 1, but I can probably at least do mine. I wouldn't go 2. I mean, keep in mind. Oh, did you? I mean, if it is your turn, Chris, remember you did start 1 space away. Also, the thing is gone from the location now. The portal vortex is over.
Oh yeah.
I
this is
know.
done. The other
I
thing is
know.
we could go here. We have enough to go here if we wanted to.
I know, but I have an enemy on me.
That's true. It's a manifestation of madness.
It would take me 2 turns to kill it and then 1 turn to move again. But I have a different plan. What's its feet?
Its feet are a good question. Hang on 1 second. I want to say it's just 3s all around. 3s all around. Yeah.
Takes me kind of 2 turns no matter what.
I can go first because I know what I'm going to do if you're so thinking.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm
Well,
gonna
it's
attack.
just that one thing I could do is I could give it the ethereal slip, and I could swap places with your enemy and be at your location and start searching for clues.
No, I want to. I mean, I want my location. I can actually take care of. I cannot take care of any of the other ones because mine's one.
Okay.
The ones by you guys are like 4, so you guys should take care of those.
Fair. All right.
And I want to kill the thing on me too.
Yeah,
Well,
this thing's
sounds
crazy.
good.
I don't want this thing alive.
So I'm going to attack. I've got it's a 4. Ooh.
Yeah, 442. Remember, that thing only goes off if it is ready at the end of its at the end of the enemy phase.
But I'm gonna try to. Okay, I'm gonna hit it once. As you see, I'll go 6 versus 4.
6 versus 4. Oh, it's a curse. Another curse. And so that's -4 altogether.
What are the curse ones?
Curse.
That's the end of them then.
Yeah,
right?
that's all of them.
Yeah,
that would be all of them.
-4 does not pass. I will attack again.
Okay, let me remove those. Let me also make sure they're gone. They are all gone. Okay, and then reshuffle. And what are you doing?
Do the same thing.
6 against 4?
Yeah.
0.
Cool. I do 2 damage with my machete.
2 damage.
And I will attack one more time with my machete.
Attacking one more time. 6
Yeah.
against 4?
Yeah.
Scroll! Half of the shelter value, which is 4, so it's -2. So it sounds like you still got it.
Yeah, I did.
Is that
It's
negative? It's dead!
Yep.
Take that, glacial phantasm.
Alright, that's it. Fucking got it. It's all you, Monterey.
Okay, I will. I'm gonna attack it with my whip.
Whip
The
it!
exhaust well connected, so I'm whipping it with 7.
7 against 3?
7 against 3.
Nice. Boop. +1, so it's 8 against 3. What do you do?
Deal 1 damage,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll automatically evade it.
Oh, nice.
So it's 1 damage, automatically evade. But I'm going to pay 2 to use sneak attack, deal 2 damage to an exhausted enemy at your location.
Ooh.
Dead.
So it's just dead?
And I started my turn 1 space away from where I went, so I'm going to gain a resource and just throw that resource away. Okay.
Is that the end of
So
your turn?
it's 2 turns.
Oh.
I guess I'll move to the location above me.
The Rocky Crags again?
Guess so.
Okay. Now it's the enemy phase, but again, we've killed them all. It's rather nice. So now it's the upkeep phase. Ready any cards that you used. Take a card, take a resource.
Oh, cool. I want to try that.
I got an old book of lore. It's pretty cool. Everybody ready?
Yep.
Okay, we're at 3 of 7. This one's for me. A polar vortex attached to your location, which sucks. Because when a hazard treachery is played, that's a hazard. While at precarious ice sheet, add 1 frost token to the chaos bag, cancel that card's effect, and discard it. Group limit once per round.
You have to?
Yeah. Here we go.
Begins.
Okay, and then this one is for Ty. Dark Aurora. Test 3 head for each frost token revealed during this test. You take 1 horror. If you fail, you take 2 horror.
I'm going to commit a thing to it, so I have 4 head. How many do I need? 3?
3.
I'm just going to commit the one and hope for the best, so I'm at 4.
Oh, is this the... Oh, whoops. I put the wrong card in the discard. I discarded the treacherous path. We don't need it anymore. Okay, so what do you got?
I get 4 versus 3.
4 versus 3. It's a Cult Boy, which is a -2.
Fuck.
You failed?
Yeah, what do I fail?
If you fail, shuffle the top card of the Tekalili deck into your deck without looking at it. If you cannot, take 1 horror. So this is going to be weird. I guess take a card from a completely different set and put it in your deck.
Yeah.
And if you got that, we'll reveal this card.
Okay.
That's the only way to do it. Like, if you have no red cards in your deck, put a red card in your deck somewhere.
It's good thinking. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah. It's the best way to do it. Okay. So but then you also failed the Dark Aurora, so you take 2 horror.
Wait, what was the first thing that...
The first thing you got because of the getting a cultist and failing.
Oh, I see, okay.
Yeah, and then the second thing you got because you failed the location.
What's the thing because I failed location?
Take 2 horror because you failed. You didn't get the frost token thing, though, which is good. Okay, and then this one's for Chris.
Okay.
Glacial Phantasm!
Another
one.
Those guys suck.
They suck.
Okay,
these are the ones that need to
4
be... They need to be unready at the end of their turn. Or at the end of the enemy phase.
Okay.
Back to us. Do you mind if I go first? Strapping young lads.
Plan, go for it.
Okay. I just want to do the precarious ice. It's a precious ice sheet. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. So that's 5. I'm gonna do this card on it to give me 6, 7. 7 against 4. Skull, which is -2. I'm glad I did that. Okay, so I have 4 on me now. This is a discard. Part of me wants to go to the next area, so then I don't have to keep putting frost tokens in this thing.
I mean, yeah, one of us needs to do something.
Yeah. Well, again, we could stop at any place that has a good high shelter value. So far, the highest shelter value we see is this one. We're going to need more clues soon anyway, so it's like this one's going to run out fast. So it's like, if I go here, there's probably more clues on it, like what you went to. Yeah, I want to say our overall goal is to get 12. So let's see. Wait, can we do that with what's on plate? So I have 4. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if we got all of these, we can do it. So you know what? I'm not going to. Yeah, true. I think what I'll do is I'll search one more time and then leave so we don't keep getting frost tokens. And then maybe I'll just kind of come down by you.
No, you should go up. You should go up with him because those are I can get the ones below me because they're only 1.
True.
I can't get any other ones.
Yeah, true. Okay, so I'll probably go to the treacherous path then. But yeah, I'll search one more time. Let's see. Jeremiah Kirby. That is a really good card, but I'm not going to get that anytime soon. I'm going to discard Jeremiah Kirby and give myself a 6 against 3, or against 4. Skull, which is half of that, so that's a -1. So good, I got it. Doop. And then I'm going to go here.
Okay.
Because this one is, after reveal 1 or more frost tokens during a skill test at the treacherous path, take 1 damage or horror for each frost token revealed. But we aren't adding permanent frost tokens to the deck like we would here. And hazards come up seemingly every other card, so I'm just like, I don't want to stay here. But yeah, okay, so that's the end of my turn then.
You got a plan, Monterey?
No, I mean I'm gonna hit this guy. I guess I could kill him again.
Well, you can evade. I mean, he's big, beefy boy. If you can evade him, you're fine, and I can eventually make my way up to you. He's only got 2 feet. He's got 4 health and a 4 fist.
I mean, you think you're gonna take him? I mean, I can't search here. I could evade him. And then...
Well, if you can evade him, it's fine. I can't get to you right away.
Evade's fine. He doesn't do his crazy thing if he's evaded.
Yeah, nothing happens if he's evaded. You can use one of your actions to evade him, and eventually... I mean, otherwise, I can get up there eventually. I want to get some clues down here.
Yeah, if you want, you can evade, search and then leave. Or you can evade, search, and stay there.
I would stay, because he'll be reattached to you, and you can at least keep dodging him.
Yeah, you're good at dodging, right? Because you're the rogue?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, evade, search, search. That's a good action.
And just leave him up here. Yeah.
Well, for now, because Ty can eventually kick his ass again. You gotta send him back to the Phantom Zone.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll I'll evade. 5 feet.
5 against 2?
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. 0, you did it.
Hey, he's evaded.
Whoa.
I'm gonna
Where did that little guy go?
Tap my well connected, so it's 5.
5 against 3?
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. I mean, it's fine. I was just curious. You don't have to be so mean about it. You got a -1, so you're good.
Okay. And...
Okay, whoa.
okay,
wait a
is he
minute.
technically... He's technically unengaged now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so his evade value is 2.
Yes.
I'm going to play Eavesdrop. I'm going to test my book against his feet. So I got 4 book. I'm going to burn for 2 more book. Nah, yeah, I'll burn both.
Really quick, while you're figuring that out, which
got it
location did we want to go to use the 12?
My vote is the lake, but I can see the barrier
Lakes Camp?
too. Yeah, my vote is Lakes Camp.
Lake or Barriers? Basically, because I'm going to change, instead of going here, I'd go down here. So then I'm closer to that.
Yeah.
Because we need, once all 4 of these are but if I go up here and help with it, I'm closer to this one, and then we can immediately go there. Because remember, we also have to get all the clues off of it once we get in there.
Sure.
So I want to be closer to whatever one we're going to go to, because right now we have people on the ones that can, get the job done. But which one would you prefer I go to? I kind of think Barrier Camp.
I mean, it's tiebreakers. Up to you, Monterey. What do you think?
Barrier Camp or Lake Camp?
So what's the difference between the two?
The difference is Barrier Camp looks like a real place that people can actually live, whereas Lakes Camp is the remnants of the place of the people who went here the first time. So it's not exactly up to code or anything like that. However, it's still worth investigating because it is the last people who were here. We can see like what happened to them or something.
I think Lakes Camp.
Okay, so I'll go down here instead.
What's
Because
the
either way,
shelter value
between these two
difference?
locations, I can either help you here or help you here, but we have enough to do it either way. So,
We can't see the shelter value difference?
well, you know what? Actually, well, no, we don't. We can't see the shelter value until we get there. You can be the one that goes here, I guess.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, we do have to get the clues off of it.
I think it's only one space. I don't think it matters.
There's 5 here, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Because I mean, keep in mind, Chris is gonna have to keep evading too for now. So that you might as well go there and help him. It's not like you can do this in a turn.
True. Yeah. Okay. So I'm fine where I am. Okay. So what was your math, Chris?
6 books.
6 against 3.
6 against whatever his feet is.
2.
Oh,
6
you're doing
against
this.
2. Yep.
Okay. 6 against 2. It's cultist, which is -2. So you won. What'd you do?
All right, Eavesdrop. If you succeed, discover 2 clues at your location.
Nice. How did you do that on the villain?
That's it.
Choose an unengaged enemy at your location.
You
Test
listened to
both
it for
X.
clues?
I guess
Tell
so.
me your secrets.
Tell me all your secrets.
I'm the one who killed Martha or whatever her name was.
Tell me all your secrets, you bugger.
Tell me how you Yeah, you tie it up like the little jackrabbit thing from Rescuers Down Under.
Yep.
Alright,
Jake. I just watched that movie.
I'm going to investigate for my first down here.
1 against what?
Yeah, 1 against 2.
1 against 2. Okay. Anything to commit to that or just?
No, not this time.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. You got -2.
Fuck.
Which sucks because that means you get another
Yeah.
Tekalili thing. So give yourself another one of whatever those is, and then if you land on it, then that bad thing happens. That no good bad thing happens.
Shuffle my deck. Oop, nope. Wrong card. This time I will boost it with my Sophie powers.
Okay, what do you got?
Now I've got a 4.
4 against 2 or 1?
Yeah.
4 against 1.
4 against 1.
+1, you did it.
And
What the fuck? What do we got? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need 2 more. And there are 2 more at either location, so either way we got it.
I'm gonna do the same thing No, I'm not going to do that. Just I'm going to commit this card to give myself 3 votes. So 3 versus 2. Or 3 versus 1.
3 versus 1. Skull, which is -2, so you still did it.
Cool. Fantastic.
Okay. Well, now I'm starting to wonder. We have one more last chance to retcon this move. Do you think I should just go down here? Because we wanted to go to Lake, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's probably fine.
Yeah, I'm just going to make it that I went there instead of where I went. If we moved on to the next step, I would be like, it's far too late, but now that we're still here. So, now we're in the enemy phase, to which there is an enemy, but he is currently knocked out, so we bypass him. So now it's in the upkeep phase, to which the enemy gets back on Monterey Jack. And get yourself a resource and a card. Ooh, my dragon pull! It just seems so out of character. Okay. Everybody ready?
Yep.
We're at 4 of 7.
Mm-hmm.
I hope we've been doing that right. I feel like I may have missed it a couple of times, but
I think we're pretty on.
It seems close, yeah.
One off, if anything, not 2.
Maybe, yeah. But okay, so here we go. Is this the last? No, there's still 2. Okay. And this is for me. Antarctic wind attached to the nearest location without Antarctic wind attached to it. Investigators at that location. It's still saying my heart rate's up, which is freaking me out. Investigators at attached location cannot play cards or draw cards from their deck, so that's here. Which is fine because I'm not staying. And then this one is. Oh wait, let me see if there's something about Frozen Shores gets +2 Shroud if an encounter card is. That doesn't matter. Nope, that's not it. Here we go. Okay, so this one's for Ty. Ice Shaft, test 3 feet. If you reveal a frost token during the test, then take 1 damage. If you fail, take 2 damage.
I want to sacrifice something.
Frost feet.
You have an idea how much I've sacrificed?
I got my move goal somehow too. I've been. My watch is just going. I'm starting to not trust this. It thinks I'm dying and moving everywhere.
Phase is an entire turn. Is an entire turn a phase?
No, a phase is a round sequence thing. So right now we're in the Mythos phase.
Okay, then yeah, I will take 2 damage. I will take 8 damage to boost it up again.
Okay.
So I currently have a 5.
So you're at what?
5.
5 against 3? Okay. Yeah. You got -2, so that was a good move.
Nice.
You did not fail. This one's from Monterey Jack. Whiteout! Revelation attached to your location. Each investigator at attached location gets -1 to all stats. Forced at the end of the round, discard Whiteout.
That is not bad.
This was, yeah, decently tame Mythos round.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do we want to do this? Do you want me to go down here, so move 1, investigate, and then move again, see what happens?
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So move 1, investigate 5 against 1. I'm not going to do field work for this. Ooh, I got a frost token, which does nothing here, I don't think. When
Still a -1, I think, isn't it?
When you successfully investigate broad snowdrifts, add 1 frost token to the chaos bag. Discover 3 additional clues. Oh, we could have done that, but that's fine. We don't need to.
We never did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't say anything about the frost token.
Well, it's a -1 natural, I think. Isn't
That's right, yeah. So it's a -1, but I had 5 against, so I got it. Okay. And then I spend all 12, 1. Oops, Jesus. 1.
Did I?
2.
Did you get? Wait. Did I? Was my thing a treachery? Can you check that real quick? After this.
6. That was this? It's a hazard.
Not a treachery. Okay.
Yeah. So I had 6.
I'm gonna grab a new drink. I'll be right back.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Get over here. And I'm gonna go to the remnants of Lake Camp. Ooh. It's got a Shroud of 3 clues per investigator. As an action, test 4 fists to dig through the snow in search of supplies. If you succeed in the supplies recovered section of the campaign log, record wooden sledge, max 1 success per campaign. It's a shelter of 7, which is fantastic.
I can dig.
And that is the end of my turn. However, that location has at least 1 clue on it. Exhaust field word. You get +2 skill value for the next skill test you perform this phase, which is going to be nothing. So, yeah, no, okay. I thought maybe it was just the next skill test you perform full stop, and that would have been awesome, because I would have used it on an enemy or something.
I'm going to spend 1 for second wind, play only as my first action. I heal 1 damage, and I draw a card. So I'm going to heal 1. So.
Heckin' north.
And... not bad.
Stop playing with those penguins and get to camp.
Yeah, I'm gonna run to camp. Second action.
You're running to
and
camp?
and I'm gonna try to dig with my mighty fist.
Okay, what do you got?
let me see if I have anything.
You have to beat 4 fist.
I have 5. I am going to. I'm going to get it to 6. No, I had to beat 4 or 5. You said
4.
I'm gonna get it to 6 and try. Yeah.
Okay. And doop. You got exactly what I feared. Oh no, you got exactly what works. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah. You did it. Okay, so we have to mark. We got the wooden sledge. Now the dogs are useful. Okay, that's your second action, right?
No, because I moved. I healed myself for 1, I moved, and then I did the thing that did.
Okay. I guess with that said, we just need... And we are back. Okay, whose turn? Oh, it's Chris, it's your turn.
Okay, are you coming up to help me? Or am I gonna just evade this monster and keep getting clues?
Well...
If you can evade 1 more time and keep getting clues, I can come...
The idea now is that we want to get all the clues off of Remnants of Lake's camp, so then we can end the game here. Or end the session.
How many clues are here?
There are 8. 2 clues per investigator.
And what's the shroud there?
Is it 3? It's 3. It's 9.
3. There's 9. Yeah, I was miscounting. I'm dumb.
9. And there's if Chris gets all of 11, if we can get 1.
There we go.
If we can get
shroud of 3, where you're at? Is that what you said?
Yeah. But if Chris gets his, we get those, and we can get 1 more. We can at least go to Barrier Camp, because remember, I got the item here without us having to do a lot of work. So you could always open up Barrier Camp, see what's in there, and still have our plan of doing this Lakes Camp thing.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean, my goal is I'm going to stay at Remnants and get the clues.
What do we have left for this agenda?
It is at 4 of 7.
And is there any behind that? Or no?
It says 2... I don't... Mm-hmm. I think it means it's got 2 cards in this deck.
And 1 we haven't pulled yet, right?
Yeah, there's 2 cards left.
Okay, so we're fine.
And we only have there's only 1 for the act, so...
I think if Chris, if you could do 1 more turn of evade, search, Dave just keeps searching, I can start making my way to you, help you, and if someone could get that 1 clue off that 1 location, we could hit our 12 and just at least open up that other place.
Yeah. I got 1 card. So fast play doesn't cost me an action, right?
No.
Okay. Well, that's not gonna help me though, because there's no. All right.
Whose turn? It's still Chris's turn. Okay, it's Chris's turn. And that's the end of the phase.
I'll evade search. That sounds fine.
Okay.
I've only got 1 card to burn, and I kind of want it, but I might not keep it. Let's evade him.
You evading him? Oh, what do you got? What's your stats?
5 feet.
5 against 2?
5 feet.
Oh, that's a frost. Does that do anything here? I see nothing about... oh, it's just -1.
Man, I forgot I had whiteout, so... That is
yeah. So technically,
3.
you're at -2 already. Yeah. And then you got another -2.
Oh fuck! Did
so
not
you
have that
failed, I guess.
What happens when you fail an evasion? Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, it doesn't have retaliate or whatever the other one was for for when you
This
fail.
location sucks. I'm not gonna get anything done here.
How do you get rid of the whiteout? Did you test something?
It just goes away at the end of the round.
Oh, so it's the end of it's after this.
Technically, there are 2 ways to get to barrier camp, but we'd have to open this up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can still evade and search.
Not with. I have -1 already to everything. That'll give me 3 books. I'm gonna waste my entire turn. All right, I'm gonna use my. I should have did this before, but I'm an idiot and I didn't. I'll tap while connected. So now I have 4 feet. No, I have 5 feet down to 1 plus 1, so I'm at 5 feet again.
5 again? Okay.
Yep.
5 against 2.
5v2.
Skull, which is 2, I guess, because it's rounded up. Half
Okay.
rounded up.
So I
what
still
the-
pass.
You passed? Alright.
Yep.
Oh.
But now what?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I guess I'll search, but it's gonna be a waste of a turn. I should have just killed this thing. In the amount of time Ty said he was gonna kill this thing, I could have killed it.
What do we got?
Especially if you're not
I was
coming.
thinking the
You're not
other way
coming
we
now,
can
are
get
I
you?
am
there.
coming. That's what I said I was going to do next.
The other thing we
Okay.
could do is go here to get up there instead.
But we
So
gotta
I'm
open
Yeah,
wondering
but
another
now
location,
we're
don't we?
now we're spending more clue. There's no point of spending. That's
True.
going to take us longer. It'd be better to do it just.
I gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool.
I want this card. If Ty doesn't come and kill it, I want to keep this card. Are you really coming?
Yeah. Yes, I did not come and get it because we got an item because I went the other way. The
Yeah,
only reason I
this
went to go
was-
help Dave is so I can get an item, which I got for us.
Okay.
This was a story
So-
thingy.
I'm
You
up
did.
to 5 books. Now I'm down to 4 books. I'm gonna burn this.
4 against 3.
Yep. See if I regret it.
And boop. +1!
Nah, I regret it anyway.
I still regret it. Alrighty. So, that is the R phase. Now it's the enemy phase. There are
It's
currently
Ty's
no
turn, isn't
enemies.
I
Can I
went
take
already.
his turn?
What?
No, I did. That was how I got the item for us.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Currently, there are no enemies except for the Glacial Phantasm, which is knocked out. So now it's the upkeep phase, so he goes back on ya.
Great. Should have killed
Wha-
him.
This will go away at the end of the round.
Oh, I drew my card, Dave. My whatever thing.
Oh, your Tekalili thing?
Yeah. one
Let's
of
see
them.
what it is. It's the top one. You have 2 of them. Ooh. Revelation. Place one of your clues on your location. Place Tekalili on the bottom of the Tekalili deck. So, still claim that eldritch mocking cry. Tekalili! Tekalili! Okay, so, you don't have any clues, right?
So there it goes.
There it goes. You still have one in your deck, but you don't have
Yeah.
that one in your deck anymore, so that's nice. Okay, and then it's the upkeep phase. So give yourself a resource and a CAD.
That was my upkeep.
Finally, I can equip my dragon pole. Ooh.
Okay. Do we go for it? Ty, do we go for it?
What are you doing?
I got the archive of the conduits.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So you play as an additional card. So as an additional card to play this card, place 1 resource on 4 different locations as ley lines. After you successfully investigate a location with a ley line, exhaust this asset. Move that ley line onto this asset. Then, if there are 4 ley lines on it, discard and take the ley lines as resources and record in your campaign log you have identified the gateway.
Jesus, there's so much. What does that
That's
even
a lot.
do for
That's
us?
a lot to do. Maybe not this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a lot to do for this one.
What does it
unfortunately.
even
Yeah,
do?
Seems like an earlier, or do it a little bit earlier. Sounds cool.
Yeah, it does.
Alrighty. Did everybody get their resource in their card?
I do. Actually, I might have 10 resources.
Doom on the Doom track. We're at 5 of 7. This one's for me.
I got 9.
Through
Ooh, but
the
I didn't
Ice. Revelation attached to the nearest location without a copy of Through the Ice attached. That is the one I'm on. Ooh, come on. There we go. As an additional cost for you to enter or leave attached location, except by scenario card effect, test 2 feet. If you fail, cancel the effects of the move, take 1 damage and 1 horror, and discard Through the Ice. That sucks.
Hate it when that happens.
Well, good thing I'm not moving. This one is for Ty. Doc Aurora, you know this one well. Test 3 head for each frost token revealed by this test. You take 1 horror. If you fail, take 2 horror.
I'm going to burn. I need to get 3. I'm gonna do my damage.
Okay, so what are you at?
I'm at 5 now.
5 of 3. You got a +1, so you did it. And then... Oh, this goes away too. Yeah, it goes away at the end of the round. Boop. This one's for Chris. Kindred Mist! This one again. Attach to the nearest location without a copy of Kindred Mist. This one keeps getting it. When 1 or more cards from the Tekalili deck would be shuffled into your deck while you are attached to location, draw them instead, placing them on the bottom of your deck instead of the bottom of the Tekalili deck. Discard Kindred Mist at the end of this round. So that only matters if Tekalili horse shit happens. It is back to us. Would you mind if I go first? Because all I'm going to do is search, investigate like crazy. Here's what I am going to do first, though. Spend 3 to give myself my Dragon Pull, just in case something attacks me while Ty is gone.
Dragon Pull!
Yeah, it's pretty much Goku's staff. It's not actually at all, it's just a staff that I call the Dragon Pull, but I like to imagine in my old mind, because I'm an old man who watches a lot of anime, that this is Goku's staff. It's my extendo staff. From
His
One
power
Piece.
pull, you amateur.
I wanted to, yeah, pretty much, I have no idea. I wanted to get that, though, because just in case something attacks me while Ty's gone, I want to be able to have some ability to defend myself. Okay, so now I can search twice. So, 5 against 3. 5 against 3. Bah. 0, that's good. And we're going to do it again, 5 against 3. Tome, what the fuck? That's -3. Oh, I don't think I got it then. For each point you fail by, discard the top card of your deck. Draw each weakness card discarded by this effect. 5 against 3, -3. Yeah, that puts me at 2, right? Shit!
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess this gets discarded, which is lucky for me that I'm playing as Norman Withers because I know what it is. Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Alright, I'm going to try to make my way over. I'm going to...
Make him over.
I can actually get there, but I can't attack.
Well, what can happen then is Chris can evade it one more time, and then when it attaches, we can attach it to you instead of Chris.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll move my 3 then. 1, 2, 3.
So 1, 2, 3. That only gets you here. Unless if you're seeing some route that gets you there.
Oh, because we didn't open up. I was looking at the far right one, but that doesn't open up.
Oh, yeah, no, this isn't open at all.
No, I was going down and up.
Oh, this. Yeah, no, that still doesn't do it.
So much regret.
Alright, 1, 2. Yeah, I'll chill there.
Okay.
Oh, crap. Sorry.
Grapes and baguettes. Grapes and baguettes.
Alright.
Chris. Tis you.
Jacked up my mini.
Oh, no. What mini are you painting, by the way?
These are called Night Gaunts.
I know Night Gaunts.
From
Warhammer Fantasy, right?
Warhammer Fantasy. This is what I got.
They're the
so
things
far.
I was debating getting into if I got into Warhammer Fantasy, which
Warhammer
I
Age
did not.
of Sigma.
They are cool
Yeah.
middles the minis.
That's why I bought them. Just so I could learn how to paint before
Yeah.
I paint my Custodes. That's my army I'm building.
The
But this
Custodes.
is all practicing. And good thing too, because I just fucked it up.
it's so fucked up.
Like I was trying to rest my arm on the table, and I like shifted my arm a little bit, and it dropped like on the brush.
Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez.
So I'm gonna evade it again, huh? That's really my plan.
You can try to kill it. I mean, if you want, I'm coming, but I mean,
I'm gonna attack it with my whip, fool.
Whippy. Well,
So,
now,
I mean,
okay,
feet
remember,
instead of fist
if this thing is
is-
up at the end of the round, at the end of the enemy phase, if Glacial Phantasm is ready, move it once toward the location with the most investigators In player order, each investigator at Glacial Phantasm's location or connecting location shuffles the top card of the Tekalili deck into their deck without looking at it. Yeah, just making sure people remember. What are you doing?
7 feet.
7 feet.
7
7
feet.
against 2?
No,
Negative
no, no.
2. What?
I'm attacking him.
Oh, so it's his fist, which is 4.
No, because he's using it. Well, you're using your.
I get to use my feet instead. So I
okay. So it's 7 against 4.
So 5. I beat it. I'm using my
beat it,
whip. I will deal 1 damage, and I will automatically evade it.
Nice.
So there, 1 damage, and it's evaded. So
Nice.
hopefully, I can kill it in. If I would have done that every time, it's harder to hit. But now I also only have 3 cards. And I'm going to search again.
Yeah,
I'll burn well connected. I'll
move. I guess.
do well connected. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Put you at 9 against 3.
No. I had not. If I would have had 10 resources, then I would have gotten another. But I only have 9. So that is 5 books.
5 against 3.
Nothing. Yeah. Well, no. I'm gonna burn.
Nope, don't worry about it. I already pulled it for you on accident. You got an Elder Sign.
Oh, nice. Oh, well, then +1.
That was a happy mistake.
You started this round 1 or more locations away from your current location, which I didn't. Wait, no, yeah, I did.
No, you haven't.
So, I get it.
Yay! Now,
okay,
now
where
what's
do
the
I
plan?
need to go next? What's the plan?
Well, so here's the real objective is to get everything off of this location, so then we can all end our turn here and resign.
Do you want me to go there and help you search?
That'd be nice, but like Ty was saying, we could get to the barrier camp. The catch-22 is that we have no more clues to gather, and we need 12 to get here.
Well, Ty could be the one with the barrier camp.
Well, yeah, because you have 9 on yours. Didn't we have enough?
We have
9,
4.
12.
We have 3 right now.
I know, but we have to get them all from your location.
Yeah.
So we might as it's just that you might as well use those.
What's the fastest way for me to get to your location?
Basically the same way Ty's going. The other way you can do it is...
I can go. Can I go down?
Basically, like 1, 2, 3 would get you there as fast as you can.
Oh,
because this is still locked. No, this is locked as well.
How much does it take to unlock the?
12 as well. It's 4 per investigator.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use Scout Ahead. My other one, Day1.
What's that do?
Up to 3 times, enemies do not engage you in this movement. And just move me as close as I can get to you.
Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Is that everything?
Yes.
Okay. Then it is the enemy phase, but the enemy is knocked out, so we don't do that. So upkeep phase, enemy gets back up. I'm just going to get rid of Kindred Mist now because I'm going to forget to do it later, and it doesn't matter anymore. Give yourself a resource. Give yourself a card.
Resource in the card, back up to 9.
Ooh, I got shriveling.
Oh my god, we're back again.
Oh my god. Oh my god, we're back.
Yes, of course.
Yes. The man, the myth, the legend.
The man, the
I'm
myth,
so
the
glad you
legend.
survived the plane crash, Dr. Miller.
Oh, I've also gone to the dream world. I was in the movie Cats, because now I am a cat as well.
Alrighty.
In the dream world, they took my butthole.
They took the whole thing. Okay, everybody got their resource in their card?
Yep.
Okay. This one's for me. Oh, wait, first, 6 of 7. This one's for me. 0 visibility. Put 0 visibility into play in your threat area. As an additional cost for you to leave a location with a treachery attached to it. Oh, wait, does this go away? Nope, somebody has to... Oh, did you do this, Ty?
What was it?
As an additional cost for you to enter or leave an attached location, you have to do this.
What do I have to do?
Test 2 feet.
I am going to...
I mean, it'd be a long way to retcon at this point, but I guess if you fail it, you take the damage.
Yeah, I'll just take the damage.
But we still keep it here. It's supposed to go away when you take the damage, but you're also supposed to not move when you do it, so it's like, I guess that's a trade-off.
I'm going to sacrifice 1, so I have a 4, so test it.
4 against 2?
Yeah.
-1, so you did it. Okay, so technically that's fine. It would have been bad. The only way it gets rid of it is if it's used, essentially.
Oh,
so,
you fail it? Okay.
Yeah, it stays here regardless. So, put visibility into play in your threat area. As an additional cost for you to leave a location with a treachery attached to it, you must spend 1 action. Forced at the end of your turn, test 2 feet. If you succeed, discard 0 visibility. Okay, that's something to keep in mind for me. I'm not moving anywhere, so I don't really have to super worry about it, but...
We ain't going nowhere.
This one, Ancient Evils, which bumps us up, actually. Place 1 Doom on the current agenda. This effect can cause the current agenda to advance, so it does.
Uh-oh. Let's hope it's nothing horrible. A Yeti!
It's a whole Yeti, and it's gonna eat our ass. It dwells inside. These things, these manifestations, they're not beasts or even alien creatures like those Dyer and Danforth encountered in their last expedition. You're not even sure they are entities at all. They have no shape, consisting of an almost protoplasmic substance that seeps back into the ice when harmed or whenever you escape their clutches. Given the persistence of these entities and the inclement deadly conditions of Antarctica, you know you won't survive the night without finding shelter. Just as you are pondering what your next move should be, the ice beneath you rumbles in a tremendous force, with a tremendous force, letting out terrifying groan. An earthquake? One of your party asks over raucous noise. No, that's impossible. Another replies, You share a dreadful glance. Could it be one of those things? Spawn the set-aside Terror of the Stars enemy at the revealed location with the highest shelter value. Fuck! That's me!
Uh-oh.
It's massive. This is not good. Terror of the Stars gets +3 health per investigator. While Terror of the Stars is ready, investigators cannot resign at its location or discover clues at its location. Fucking cool, guys! Yeah. So it's got 4 plus 9? So 13? Oh, so... Oh no, and it's massive, so I can't do anything about it. It doesn't technically attach to me, but that sucks. Okay. Let's go.
Where should we go instead?
Maybe just the penguin place. It's got a shelter of 4. Either that or we can convince it to leave. But I have to be able to get all the clues off of it.
How do we convince it to leave? Let me see again.
Well, it's a hunter and it's massive, so if I just leave this place, then it'll follow.
If you leave, I could go there and I could dance around it and just keep.
It's only got 3 health. Yeah, it's not too bad.
While Terror of the Stars
no,
is
it's got
ready.
+3 health per investigator.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Also, it's only when it's ready. So if it is, knocked over, we can do all these things.
So I can move up there. I could evade it, and you can search.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay. But running out of time. The sun hangs low in the sky, but never sets. Your party is exhausted from the long, arduous day. Though the sky is never plunged into dark of night, you know it's only a matter of time before you are forced to make camp. It says forced. After a location is entered... Oh, we already know that. That's fine. It's just to put the unrevealed sides up.
Sun's getting real low, big guy.
Sun's getting real low, champ. This one's for Chris. Ancient Evils.
Fuck.
That's where they've been living.
So how far away are we from?
Oh, it's 7. We have 6 left, so...
6 turns.
Okay.
Okay, now it's back to us. Well, I don't want to go first because I'm useless right now.
I can run in and try to kill the other Dream Eater thing. Or whatever it is.
The glacial phantasm.
What's the point of you killing the Dream Eater now?
Because if it's going to hunt us, it's a hunter, correct?
Yeah.
If it hunts us and it's not even our location, it's a connecting location, it will fuck it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll be in trouble.
Fair.
Yeah, it's good to get the ads down. Okay. Yeah, you want to kill that thing and then...
Yeah.
Then I'll go up and I'll evade.
How about...
I'll move first.
Monster.
Okay, yeah, you want to do your thing first, Ty?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're moving up to here?
Yep.
And the glacial phantasm connects?
I will... how much health? It has 3 health or 4 health?
4. Well, technically it has 3 health because it's been hit once. But it has a total of 4.
Okay, I will... Okay, I'm going to attack with my machete, and I'm going to commit something to it, so I have 7. 7 versus 4.
7 against 4? 0! What's that do?
3 damage, because 1 for my machete, 1 for vicious blow, and 1 natural. So
nice, you've killed it. You've killed it, good boy.
Should I be on this location, or is this a dangerous location?
When a treachery is attached to rocket creds, that treachery gains surge. Yeah, you probably want to go. Although I think I accidentally forgot to do that at one point, and that's fine.
No, you surged it on me once.
On once, but I think it happened more than once. But that's fine.
Oh yeah, maybe that like
the location behind me. How was that? How was that one? The one I was just on a second ago.
This one? This one's fine. After you reveal one or more frost tokens during a skill test, a treacherous pack, take 1 horror damage or horror for each frost token revealed. So
it'll probably be a while for you guys to get all this too. So I will move back to my last action.
Okay. That's good. Chris, do you want to go now?
So is it an action to engage again?
No, you don't have to engage massive monsters.
Great. So that I got what, 1 move to get there?
Yeah, you're gonna move to get there, and then I guess move to, or an action to evade it, I guess, and then you can maybe search for the last one, I guess. I don't know.
I will. Yep, I'll move. I'm gonna evade. So I'm gonna use well connected. So 6 feet.
It is 3, so 6 against 3.
Yep.
Yeah, -1, so you did it.
Okay, he's evaded. I'm gonna burn archive. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna. Oh hello.
This one has a shroud of 3, by the way.
I'm gonna equip Dr. Milan.
Oh.
So I get an additional book. Help me search next round.
Okay, so is that it?
That's it.
Alrighty, and then I'm gonna just search 3 times. Is there anything I could do to make this cooler? Not really.
I can burn one for you if you need it. But
we'll find out. I am going to spend a resource to get hyper awareness, which gives me +1 book, so I have 6 against 3.
That's pretty good.
That's a cultist, which is I think it was good that I spent that. Oh, it's just -2. No, it's fine. Okay, so I still got it. Whoops. Okay. So that was 6 against 3. I have nothing else I can really spend, but I do have 5 against 3, which may be fine. The only time it's not a problem is if I get the skull. Because then it would be 4. It would be a -4. I'm gonna risk it. Next one. It's 5 against 3. That's an auto fail, which sucks.
Hey,
but at least it wasn't like one of these things. And then the next one, again, cultists, I got another one. Okay. And that's the end of this round, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is the enemy phase, but all enemies in play are currently... Oh, wait, does through the ice... Enter or leave the attached location.
So Chris, you had to do that one.
Yeah, you gotta do 2 feet. I also have to do 2 feet.
I have to be 2 feet?
Yeah, I also have to be 2 feet. And I have nothing I can do to make that better. So let's just see what happens.
So I got
I failed. So what happens with mine? Oh, I just don't get rid of it, but I'm not leaving this location, so it doesn't super matter. Yeah. Okay, so what's you, Chris?
6 feet.
6 against 2, I guess? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Crap.
You got +1, so you got in fine. That was technically to get into this location, but...
Shouldn't have burned that card, but that's okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, enemy phase is now, but there are no ready enemies, so... Upkeep phase, the Terror of the Stars gets up. And get yourself a card and a resource.
Oh! Oh, man, I got... And you probably can't see it.
Oh, what is that?
Shell-shocked!
Oh, no!
But
shell shock!
my quote is war never changes. But I for every 2 damage on me, and I do have 2 right now, I take 1 horror, so I get
Oh, jeez.
Jeez.
So rough one.
Changes, boys.
Okay.
My horror, I've got quite a bit of horror on me. I'm glad I have that one ability.
I have upped the Doom track.
I have a telescope.
For me.
That's not useful right now.
Through the ice, attached to the nearest location without a copy of it. Nearest location does not say revealed. How about I put it up here?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. And then this one. Polar Mirage, attached to the nearest location with at least one clue and without a copy of Polar Mirage, which is... This is you, Ty, so this is here.
Yes. Which one does this do?
Oh, but it needs at least one clue. Good! This is the one where if you investigate, you have to discard every non-weakness card in your hand. But it goes here, because this has a clue on it, and it has to be the nearest location with a clue on it, which is that one. Okay, and then this is the final card for now, but this goes to Chris. Whiteout. Oh, attached to your location.
Oh, terrible. This is the -1 to everything one, right?
Yeah.
How unfortunate.
Here, let's go there. Okay, and then I'm going to just flip and shuffle this. Goes back here. Okay, now it's back to us. Chris, you gotta do your dance. You gotta dance the
you better
dance
let me do it a
the
few
Spawn of
times.
the Stars or whatever the fuck it's called, the Terror of the Stars.
Okay. That's untapped. I don't think I'm gonna need this one. Oh, I'm one away from where I started. I'm gonna choose to draw a card instead of a research.
Yeah, I got nothing I can help you with either, which sucks.
Okay, so I will. So I'm at -1 feet, so it puts me at 4 feet. I can go back up to 5 feet. I'm gonna do 6 feet. I don't think 6 feet.
6 feet?
Yeah.
6 against...
Got rid of ethereal slip.
It's 6 against 3.
3.
+1!
Man, yeah. I should be happy.
I should be happy, but just why? Alrighty. I guess help me search. Help me search, Captain.
Oh, help you.
Oh yeah, remember you have
Milan
-1 to all
one.
stats too. You still would have got it, but yeah.
Yeah, but Dr. Milan, yeah, I know. I included the -1.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep. Dr. Milan. So I'm at 5 book. Well, let's just go for it. We'll go for 6 book.
6 against 3?
6 -1.
Oh, so 5 against 3.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
-2, you got it.
Wow.
Like spot on. Yeah.
And I got nothing else, so I'll just search with a natty. So 4 plus Dr. Milan brings me to 5, but I'm back down.
So 4 against 3. Mm-hmm. Skull, which is negative half of the shelter value rounded up, which is -4, unfortunately.
Blah.
Yeah, it's negative your entire... That sucks. Okay, so
It's
I
okay.
guess...
Hey, I did all right.
Yeah, you did good. Yeah, you did great. I failed. I got an auto fail last time, so it's... okay, so I'm gonna do hyper awareness again to give me up to 6 against 3. Poop. I got -1, which is fine, so I got another one away. We're doing it! We're researching! And then this is just gonna be 5 against 3, because I have really nothing I could do to add on to this. So 5 against 3, auto fail, cool. I've been getting those the most, I feel. And then this is the third action, 5 against 3, -2, perfect. There's only 3 left, and then we can resign. Ty, it's your turn.
I'm going to... how many clues do we have?
We have 7.
And then there's 8, 9... Wait, how many? I thought we counted 12 earlier. That there was 12. Oh, they were counting the one that I need to get to the left.
Oh, this one? Yeah.
Which one?
Which I might...
Like solo ones? I can,
And we're back. Okay, what's the plan?
Okay,
We forfeit. What?
Yeah, we gave up.
We're done here. We don't want to play
what is the thing on polar, on the polar vortex thing next to me? What's that?
Oh, the Polar Mirage?
Yeah.
It's, if you discover a clue on this location, you have to discard all your non-weakness cards.
That's what it was.
Polar Mirage sounds like a club owned by the Penguin. Just saying.
But I can still have time. I'm going to, then I'll do my last action before I'm going to start getting some stuff.
I have 5 cards. 5, 6, 7,
6,
8,
7, 8,
9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, you would need that one if you want to go there.
So I'm going to spend 3 to, because I'm going to start getting rid of some cards in my hand to equip Tetsuo Mori.
Oh, hell yeah.
So good. He's an ally and he's a police.
And he's a Ki we just unlocked.
then was this? That's the first thing. I haven't done anything, right? No, I healed 2. Sorry, I healed. That's right. I healed 2 using my first aid kit and finishing it, and then I quit for my third. So that's it. I'm done.
Oh, okay. And that's all of us then, right? So, Sarah's doing alright. Okay, at the end of my turn, I have to test 2 feet. I got nothing to make my feet better, so here we go. -1, that brings it to 0. So I still have this thing that I don't care about. Whiteout goes away. And this stays. This stays until somebody does something to it. Yeah, and then everything. Okay, and then this is technically the enemy phase, but there's only one unreadied enemy, so this thing readies up. Now it's the upkeep phase, so get yourself a card and a resource. Another old book of law.
Flashlight.
Okay, and then that goes up. This one's for... I'm gonna shuffle this really quick. And then... Hua! Glacial Phantasm!
Of course, my old friend!
This is technically on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it on me, I guess. Ooh, jeez. Or, I mean, it's on our location, so technically I could give it to you, Chris, if you want it, which I have no feet.
It spawns at the location, or?
That's a good question, I forget.
No, it is. If it says spawn at a location, that'd be maybe okay, but if you draw it, it's on you.
It's on me, okay.
Yeah.
Fuck! I don't know how to get rid of that thing. And then, this one's for Ty. Whiteout, which is just, it goes on your location.
Oh,
it just makes all of your stats -1 until you leave it, or until the end of the round. And then this one is for Chris. Dark Aurora, test 3 head. If you want, I can burn something for you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna burn this so you have,
Oh, head?
Yeah.
Oh, crap. I got 1 head, my man.
now you got 2 head, 3 head. I'm burning this as well.
All right, and I have another book and a head. So, 4 head.
4 against 3.
Man. Oh man, yeah, let's do it.
You got 0, you did it.
Hot dog.
You son of a bitch, you've done it. I
Damn.
can't believe you've done it. Okay.
I was hoping to use that little question marky boy for something else, but
okay.
so here's what we could do is, so I can evade if I can get it in 1 turn, then I can take your phantasm on me, right? I can engage as an action.
Yeah.
Or I could attack him while he's on you, my man. Yeah.
He's got 4 health. If you think you can kill it in 4.
I won't kill it. I can evade him though.
Yeah, I would say evade him. Yeah.
With me whip.
With me whip. I
With me whip. And if I miss him one time,
like you
I
wrap the
hit
whip.
you, right?
Yeah, if you miss, you hit me. Don't.
'Cause I got nothing to burn. I got a flashlight. That's all I got left in my hand.
Okay, well, I think the
and
bigger
got
thing
more.
to do is to get rid of the Terror of the Stars first. So let's start there.
Okay, how many clues are left?
3.
I could probably evade him and get 2 clues,
That'd be fine.
and then you could just try and evade him.
I can't. I'm not gonna. This thing has 2 feet. I have 1 foot and nothing to burn for it. Well, I got 1 thing I could burn for it, so I can get myself 2/2. But I feel like that's not gonna do it. Well, here's what. Okay, you know what? First, let's get rid of. Let's do the Terror of the Stars first. We'll go from there. I do have a plan in mind. If it gets down to this thing is still on me when my turn comes up. But we'll see what happens.
And it's leave me in the wreckage.
Well, no.
we
For
gotta
the
get
most
the
part,
clues
it's
off the
like
location.
part of me
That's
is
a big
just
deal.
like we should probably just resign before something more terrible happens.
But don't we need all the clues off this location?
We need all the clues off of this location. We need everybody here. Is the thing.
Okay. All right,
so,
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let me start getting
okay.
this stuff up.
So this is
I'm
3.
gonna evade him. I'm gonna do 5. I'll go for 6.
6 against 3.
Yeah, I'll tap.
Yeah. Okay.
Tap my well connected.
-2. You've done it. Wow. Okay, so that thing is evaded. Now.
6 book. you want me to search, or do you want me to take the guy off you and try and evade it some more?
I kind of feel like you should... I mean, I got damage to spare. So part of me is just like, maybe you search twice, and then I search once, and then it'd be nice if I can, like, search once, take the hit from the Glacial Phantasm, and then resign. But I need Ty to be here in order to do that.
So what do you want to do instead? That won't work.
Well, if Ty goes... well, I think you should do search twice, is what I'm saying. But Ty, if you come here, we can just go after that then.
Oh, true, yeah.
Everything's
1,
successful.
2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can move straight
You'd
there.
be able to
But
get
isn't
here.
It a free action to resign? Or is it an action?
I don't know if it's free action. Probably isn't. No, it's an action.
Well, then we're not going
We'd
have
have to wait anyway.
Yeah,
What?
Wait to turn anything out.
Not
We don't have to
necessarily.
move there. 1.
Yeah, because
No. Here's the thing. Chris, you finish up your turn. Ty, you come here. Me, I search one more time, get the final clue, and then resign, and we're good.
Are there 3 clues there or 4?
Huh? There's 3.
Oh, I thought there was 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's...
and the thing is, it says
you
resign
for all of us?
Here's the thing, yeah, if each investigator is at the same location and that location has no clues on it, resign. You set up camp, each investigator resigns. So it seems like it's one person does it, all of us are gone.
Wait, read it one more time.
It says, if each investigator is at the same location and that location has no clues on it, resign. You set up camp, each investigator resigns.
Oh, yeah. That's...
Yeah, so it sounds like as long as one of us kicks that off, all of us do it. So it's like, I would take 2 attacks of opportunity, but I can totally soak that. That's fine. So it's like, yeah, Chris, you search twice. As long as you get both of those clues, that's great. Ty, you get here, and then me, I wrap things up.
Even if I fail once, you could take 2 hits. All right, great.
Yeah.
I will search once. And it'll cost me, I'm going to do 4 book, 5 book, 6 book.
6 against 3. Auto fail.
Yeah!
All right.
I search again. This is just 5, though.
That's a cultist, which is -2. So you still get it.
All right, good. Oh, I have to successfully investigate with Dr. Milan, gain 1 resource. I haven't been doing that. That's...
This thing does...
Only works one time, but now I got it. 2, 4, 6...
Yeah, I can soak that. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Well, can you still do this, Dave?
Yeah, I would have to I would basically have to have a perfect run, which isn't that hard.
Okay, hold on now. So, okay. We're assuming you have a perfect run, but if this guy's still standing, bad things happen.
In order, connect...
So
yeah,
we're
we
all
just
drawing
get
bad...
basically, we just get a Tekalili card put into our decks that we can't look at. So
Do those stay per...
No,
for each round?
those are just for, it sounds like... Oh, actually, I can read really quick.
Okay.
I'm almost positive they're just for that game. Where is the front of this book? I wish this had like a harder hardcover. Okay, Tekalili. This campaign includes an encounter set of 16 weaknesses each with the title Tekalili. These cards are shuffled together to form a special Tekalili deck during the setup of each scenario for this campaign. Like normal weaknesses, if one of these cards is added to an investigator's deck, it becomes part of that deck and stays with that investigator from scenario to scenario. So yeah. However, the resolution of each Tekalili weakness instructs the investigator to return it to the Tekalili deck, removing it from their own deck. As a result, the number of cards in the Tekalili deck varies based on how many of these weaknesses are in each investigator's deck.
Okay. Do you have any way to evade it?
Not really. I can try doing that as my turn, essentially.
I would maybe try that, because you have to get a perfect run, or else we're all adding a weakness that will stay with us for the future scenarios.
Yeah, until we activate it, like the one you already...
that's still not good. It's still not a good time.
It's not great, yeah. Okay, well, why don't you get here?
I'd rather probably go for the end. What's
Well, because if Dave doesn't do it perfect, we all get a weakness. If Dave does it perfect, yeah, we could potentially end it.
Yeah, but it's not... how bad could it be?
Bad. We're not in a time crunch right now. We still have a ton of... There's no reason to hurry things up. We have a lot of time. There's no reason to risk it.
And if I try to evade, it doesn't hurt me if I fail. So
yeah,
true. So Ty, you're just gonna come here, right?
I might get to the one closest and equip something just in case we need to the other way. No,
Well, here's the thing. If you
Why don't
come
you go
here
first?
and
Why
I
don't you go
evade
first?
it, yeah, well, okay.
because I don't want to. I mean, if you evade it, I can come closer. If you're not going to evade it, then if it doesn't get evaded, then I'm not going to come.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it gets back up on the next turn, I don't have to spend time trying to evade it or hurting myself getting clues.
No, it's fine. If you spend your turn trying to evade it, and then I will, no matter what, I will get closer. How close I get will be determined if you evade it or not.
Yeah, well, the catch-22, remember, is that there's also this through the ice card, so if you fail like 3 times trying to get in here, then we have a monster on us that we can't deal with. So that's why it's like, well, I mean, between me and Chris, we could get the last 2 cards. Or last two.
Either way, you go first and try to
yeah,
do whatever.
Okay, so this has, I mean, I have 1 foot and nothing to boost this with, so I literally have to get a +1. Huh?
Chris, do you have any foot cards?
I have no cards left.
Yeah, that's why it's almost better for me to just kind of do this than it is to like it's way easier for me to get what's it called?
We had a game plan. I went with it. The game plan's different now. So
yeah,
that's all I got. You can move here and burn form time.
That's true. I have 1 foot card to burn, and that is it. I have no other foot cards in my hand.
More than what I
and
got.
you might even have to spend it just to get here because of the through the ice.
That's
card.
true. I'm gonna have to spend it to get through.
Okay. Because I feel like evading this thing is just a waste of my whole entire turn. Because like all it's gonna do is like I literally have to get a +1 or else it's not happening. It's harder to do that than it is to succeed 3 times. Because it's 5 against 3 with ways to boost that. Or it's get +1 or else fail. So that's why I'm saying if you just come here...
Alright, we'll try it.
But I have to be able to do this like when you're here is the catch. Like, because if you're not here and I do it, yeah.
And if I will remember that if this fails.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely way more likely that I will not pull a +1 than it is likely for me to get this fail. I think both are equally likely, but...
Chris could have spent his turn engaging and invading, and this wouldn't have... there was no reason to rush this like we did.
Yeah, but
why didn't you say anything before it happened?
I didn't, process the full extent of this plan until right now, that there was no reason for us to rush like this.
Yeah. I still think this way works better than what we were doing. But yeah, so you want to just come here then?
Sure, okay.
Okay. So it's 1, 2, but then you have to test 2 feet. Yeah.
I will.
Your shoes. 3, 4.
To which, if you fail this, that's actually still kind of good, because then through the ice goes away. You take a damage and stuff, but it's not the end of the world.
I'll burn a card. So I'm at 4.
4? Okay.
Well, why don't you save the card for Dave?
Because I'm not doing that now.
Yeah.
That's the plan now. Okay, so it's, what'd you say, 4 against 2?
4 against 2.
Okay. Bah, you got an autofill. But, so you take a damage and a horror, but discard through the ice. So now you can get here on the next turn. So...
On the next turn?
Yeah, so now what I can do... I mean, that's still...
I told you, the thing had to go perfectly for the story. We should have just waited a turn.
No, I mean, this is still fine because I can still try to evade this now that we know you're not going to be here to do that in one hitch. I'll try to evade this, and if I manage to get it, I can at least maybe get one of the clues off of here. So let's see. Yeah, I can use this to get me up to 2. -2, puts me at 0. But that's an evade attempt, so it doesn't hurt me at least. And then we're going to...
You never know what you're going to draw. Go for it.
Evade again. This could be... Yeah, I got nothing to boost this, so... A tome! -3 for each point you fail by. Discard the top card of your deck. Draw each weakness that you... Ooh, so... I failed by, I guess, 2. So this goes away. This goes away. This gets revealed. And shit, it's the tower.
What does the tower do?
You cannot commit cards to skill tests while the tower is in your hand. If the tower is drawn in your opening hand during setup, so this is technically kind of in my hand. It's technically in my, pile thing first, but it's not that bad, to be honest, but it's not great either. And then I'm going to try and evade again. A +1. I actually did it on the final one.
There we
so
go.
That's still good. It took me my entire turn to do it, but at least now we don't have the weird phantasm thingy.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, Ty, we did your plan.
Yeah.
and look at how it went. So it still worked, which is good, but that was hard. Okay, cool. So what's great about that is that we have no enemies in play. I have to test my feet really quick. I got a -2. That's fine. I'm not planning on leaving, so I still have 0 visibility. I think it's at this point, it's more so that Norman is just old and blind, and less so about the snow. But with that, we are now in the upkeep phase. So the glacial phantasm gets up. Who wants it?
I can't take it, otherwise it would. I drew my other weakness.
Okay, Chris, if we put it on you, and you just evade both of these monsters, because the Terror of the Stars needs to be evaded in order to do the thing. We can't resign or get clues with the Terror of the Stars out. You
can't resign or get clues with him out.
With him up, it says as long as he's ready. Yeah, while the Terror of the Stars is ready, investigators cannot resign at its location or discover clues at its location. So this guy needs to get evaded. This guy doesn't necessarily need to get evaded, but you have a better chance of evading him than I do, and I have a better chance of getting clues than you do. So if I put this guy on you...
Well, how many books do you have?
Books, I have a base of 5.
Okay.
And then I could boost that with hyper-awareness.
I have a base of 5 as well.
Yeah, but what's your feat?
And I could boost it with well-connected. Well, I have a base of 4, plus Dr. Malone makes 5, and I can get to 6 with well-connected.
Yeah, I can get to 6 with hyper-awareness, but I have no feat, so I can't do anything about this if this is...
I might be able to help kill something, too. There's a chance.
Yeah.
Maybe kill.
But do you want me to put this on you just in case, and then I focus on getting clues? Because... okay.
Well, you're not gonna die, Chris. You're not gonna die, Chris. Because no matter what, I can hop in and take some damage for you. Even if they're engaged, you do have a card that lets me take damage.
Yeah. Well, also if you're doing evade attempts, it doesn't retaliate or anything, and we're almost guaranteed to be able to wrap this up before the enemy phase starts.
Sure.
One way or another.
All right. Yeah.
Putting it on you, Monterey Jack, tanking.
Put him on me. Monterey Jack, the Rogue Seeker, doing all the Guardian work here in town.
And then, okay, so that was the enemy. That's the upkeep. We're doing upkeep now.
I need to draw my other card game for my thing.
Oh,
you
got
each
it.
need to give me either an item, asset, or 2 resources.
Tekalili, you lose 2 resources. Place Tekalili at the bottom of the Tekalili deck. Okay, so you lose 2 resources.
But Dave. You either have to give me an item, asset you control, or 2 resources.
I'm gonna give you my Dragon Pull because it doesn't matter.
Okay, great.
I'll tell you what it does. It is for attacking.
Kleptomania.
Yeah. I mean, I get it back at the end of this round, right?
No, I don't think so. No.
It's yours forever.
Yeah. No, I mean at the end of the game.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. I'm saying round because I'm almost assuming we're gonna, and I shouldn't do that
because we still have
force
at the end of your turn take a horror. Okay.
Alrighty. So, did everybody get their card and their resource?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. So Doom goes up. This comes out. Aperophobia. I have to test head, which I have nothing I can... Oh, I can't test it anyway because I have the tower in my hand. Ooh, but I do have decent head. I have 4 against 3. X is the location shelter value. Shit, which is 7.
Jeez.
Cool. So this isn't happening. I got a +1, so I'm at 5 of 7. So I only failed by 2, which is not the worst. Take one horror for each point you failed by. Place 2 of your clues on your location, which I don't want to do, or add 1 snow token. I'm going to take a horror. 1 horror for each point I failed by. I'm going to put 1 horror on this guy that... Actually, I'm going to just put both horror here because I can't even use them anyway, so I'm just going to kill this guy that's in my hand. Not the partner. This is the my guy. That I don't necessarily need. He doesn't die forever if he dies. Okay, so that's how I dealt with that. Could have been worse. This one is for Ty. Ice Shaft. Test 3 feet. For each frost token you reveal during this test, you take a damage. If you fail, you take 2 damage.
I will take... I'll take the 1 damage to boost my thing.
Take the 1 damage to boost your... Oh, so what are you at?
Sophie would want me to outrun this. I'm at 5.
So Sophie typically would want you to live, yes. You're at 5 against 3.
Yeah.
You got +1, so you did it.
Oh, nice.
This one's for Chris. Aperophobia, which is the same thing I got. So you have to test your head against 7, which sucks.
How much horror could I take in this scenario?
If you get an auto fail, you would take 7 horror.
Fuck.
Or you could put a frost token in the chaos bag. At that point,
I
be.
only got 6. I only got 6 brains, guys.
Yeah,
6 sanity.
at that point, I think I'd say it's fine to do that.
All right,
we'd have 2, but like it could be worse. So what do you got?
One head.
Okay.
Nothing
you got 0, so you failed by 6. Now, do you have any? Do you have any like things that you could split that sanity up on though?
I got the guy that came with me. How much space does he have?
He's got 3. You can put 2 on him.
I give him 2. I got Dr. Milan. I might need him though, so I'll just give him 1, and I'll take 3.
There you go.
I'm at 3 sanity.
That's
great.
fine. We should be fine. Okay, so here's how this has to go down now. You have to evade at least the Terror of the Stars. If you spend the rest of your turn evading the Glacial Phantasm and not succeeding, that's fine. Because you don't hurt yourself for evading it and failing.
Exhausting. Let me see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 again. Still not enough. So +1. So I have 6 feet.
6 against 3.
Yep, I got nothing to burn.
+1, you did it.
Okay, he's evaded.
And now, if you want, you can evade this thing, or you can try doing the remnants, like doing a search, but that might be risky.
If you can evade it, Chris, that would be... I can come up and do some stuff and try to help.
I will evade it. 5 feet.
5 against 2.
What's its its attack? Yeah, we'll do 5 against 2. That's
5 against 2. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Cultist, which is -2. 5 against 2. You still win.
All right, he's evaded.
Try and get that one of those 2 clues.
And I'll search. I'll just carry the team. My back hurts a little bit here.
I'm helping. I did most of the clues on this location.
Yeah, you
shut the fuck up, Chris.
Killed a ton of enemies and I got the control here.
You listen, go straight to his head because he danced around the Terror of the Stars.
5 for searching.
5 against 3?
Yeah.
Alrighty. You got a +1, so you did it. Nice. That
No
makes
problem.
my job much easier. Ty, get up here.
Tight here.
So Ty, if you get up here, then I can do search, hopefully get it, and then resign. So, but I need you here to do that.
Move up 1.
Boop.
What are the enemies here?
There's the Glacial Phantasm, which is killable, I believe, and then the Terror of the Stars, which is not happening.
Oh, because it's got 1,000,000, right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll attack the Glacial thingy. He's got a 4.
Yeah, 4 health, 4 fist, 4 health. And I could boost your fist if you want.
Yeah, sure, boost
Actually,
it.
I can't.
Okay, I'll boost
because
mine.
of the tower card. I keep forgetting about the tower card.
I'll boost it by 2, so I have a 7.
7 against 4? You got a Cult Boy, which is -2, so you still did it. What'd you do?
I did 2 damage. And I will attack it once more.
Okay, what you got?
Another... I will take a... Yeah, I'm going to take a damage to make it a 7 as well.
7 against... What did I say? 4?
Yeah.
Oh, good?
Yep.
You got -1, so you still did it. What's that do?
He's dead. 2 more damage.
Nice. Okay, and then now it's all on me.
I'm going to play 1 to play a fast action to discover a clue at my location with evidence.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. You wish you did something.
You could
get out of here.
Take the wind out of my sails. It's cool. Here's your 1 clue. I guess you can hold it because I can't hold any more of these clues. How about you, Monterey? No, your hands are full too. Okay, I guess you can hold it. Alrighty. I guess I'm just gonna equip 3 things, and then we're gonna go a whole nother round. No, I'm just kidding.
Do it.
I'm going to resign. So we did it. Under the stars, Exhausted and terrified by your ordeal, you decide this is a good place as any to make camp for the night. Perhaps tomorrow you can salvage some kind of academic value out of this hellish journey, but for now, such things seem trivial. Survival is the only thing on your mind. Also, the terror of the stars is still here. We didn't get rid of it, it's just sleeping. Alright, so it says proceed to resolution 1. Okay. Resolution 1. As you make camp, you are haunted by the memories of the creatures you encountered in the icy wilds. Such entities should not exist. Not even Dyer's reports mention anything of the kind. Grim silence settles over the expedition team as you set up shelter. No one speaks of what they saw in the frozen wilderness. No one speaks of the awful sounds those monsters made. You can only hope that this camp is secluded enough to avoid the attention of those things, whatever they may be. In your campaign log, write camp dash next to it, record the name of the location the investigators resigned at. This location is referred to the investigators' camp for the remainder of Ice and Death. Okay.
Wow.
Camp Cretaceous.
Camp Anawana.
So, what did I say? Campaign log, camp. It's Camp Lake Remnants.
Yeah.
And when we think about you, it makes me wanna barf.
Record the camp's shelter value in parentheses next to its name. It's 7.
Sounds very middle of the road.
And it's hopefully one of the better ones, because the other ones were like 4. There might be like one slightly better.
Yeah.
Well, if we had 12, we could open up one of those big boys.
This is the 12 one. This is one of the 3 12 ones.
Oh, this is the 12 spot?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Each investigator earns experience equal to the camp's shelter value to a minimum of 3, plus the victory X value of each card in the victory display. So we get 7.
Oh.
Nice.
Did we kill anything we kill count?
No.
I don't think so.
The only thing that I saw that had victory was the Terror of the Stars.
Jeez. Yeah, you better become that big ass. Big boy.
In Expedition Team section of the campaign log, record the amount of damage and horror on each partner asset in play. Shit.
Ooh. Wait,
I put 2 on. I put some horror on my guy.
I put 1 on mine. Put
Mine
1 damage on Amy Kessler, and then Takata has 2 horror. Okay. Proceed to checkpoint 1, the disappearance. Do not clean up the game yet. Okay. Checkpoint 1, the disappearance. Your sleep is anything but pleasant. The maddening cold bites at your flesh, and the ever-howling wind plays tricks on your mind, conjuring images of misshapen inky forms bursting out of the ground and rending your whole party. Just as you are finally beginning to leave such horrid thoughts behind, your rest is shattered by a startling cry. You awaken to find your camp in shambles, and several of your companions missing. To your dismay, footsteps lead away from the relative safety of your camp and into the frozen wilds beyond. Find and gather the story assets corresponding to the surviving team members of the expedition team, shuffle them, and randomly select a number of them equal to your camp's shelter value. Those characters are safe. Okay, cool. So let me get them all. Am I the only one that, like, used my side character?
Yeah, I never needed to.
Never.
It didn't really super come up. Okay, there are 8 in here, so really only 1 is not safe, so... Dyer is safe. Danforth is safe. Amy Kensler is safe. Malashina is safe. Rold Ellsworth is safe. Takato Hiroko is safe. And Cookie is safe. James Cookie Fredericks is safe.
Who's not safe?
Who is not safe? Avery Claypool.
What does he do?
He is the Wayfarer. He's the guy who, like, knows about the weather and stuff.
Yeah.
Cold. It's fucking cold. We don't need him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the one that would have made some certain movement easier for something.
If every surviving member of the expedition team is safe, proceed to the disappearance 2, but that is not the case. The rest of the expedition team went missing in the night. In the expedition team section of the campaign log, write MIA next to the name of each character who went missing. Okay. So it's just Claypool. The investigators must decide. Choose one. They're on their own. You will skip the next part of the scenario, proceed to the disappearance 2, or go after the missing team members. You will play the next part of the scenario, skip to the disappearance 3 if you wish to do so immediately, or the disappearance 4 if you wish to take a break and proceed the next time you play.
Should we help him?
Who was he? A wayfarer, you say?
Who's the weather guy?
I mean, gosh, it's probably good to help people, but what's it going to cost us?
Yeah, that's the thing, ain't it? That's just
I got time tonight, guys. This is it.
Oh, I'm not doing it tonight. I'm done. It's 10. We've been playing for 5 hours. Let's see. I mean, I think we should do it.
Okay.
What do you think, Chris?
I think leave no man behind.
No man.
Do it.
Okay, so we are gonna, or the disappearance 4 if you wish to take a break and proceed next time.
So we're technically, I guess, doing that.
Okay. Disappearance 4, you've decided to go after your missing team members. In the Ice and Death section of your campaign log, under Locations Revealed, record each location you have revealed. These locations will start and play in the revealed time. Clean up the game as normal, and then when you're ready to play, begin at Ice and Death Part 2. With that, I can do that offline in a second. But that was the Arkham Horror Adventure Hour, brought to you by Schmuckies. Schmuckies! Where did Avery go? Avery, what the fuck?
Schmuckies. Avery, we told you, buddy system when you go to pee in the dark, Avery.
You don't walk off into the dark when the fucking terror of the stars is walking around. But yeah, that's Arkham Horror, the card game, which is a game we love. We will, of course, be playing more of this, but it will not. We'll probably stream it, but we're not going to turn it into a YouTube episode every single time we play it or anything like that. But we just wanted to give you a taste of this game that we loved so much we ended up turning it into an entire show.
we turned it into everything that we are.
It's literally we beat the Dunwich Legacy, and at the end of that, we named the Mythos Mystery Society. That's how much this game is a thing in our channel. So, with that. This has been the Mythos Mystery Society, brought to you by Schmuckies. I've already done this.